Make sure you download the Woodward Sports app in the App Store and the Google Play Store today. Take Woodward Sports with you wherever you go and listen live on your phone or mobile device.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome. Wow. Good job, Fish. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the Morning Woodward Show here on the Woodward Sports Network. All good, Fish. It's all good. Things happen. No problem. I don't mind. I hope you're all having a great Wednesday morning. Fish, good morning. Jeff, good morning. To all of you at home, good morning. We got a great show today. And I usually don't say that on a Wednesday where I wake up and I feel like I'm being stabbed by the wind because of how cold it is. Having said that,
you say that every day is going to be a great show, which is not a bad thing. It's a good thing. You're supposed to say that.
Yeah, but my level of enthusiasm when I say it really dictates whether or not it's going to be a great show. High standards around here, right? So, Sean Payton, Denver Broncos head coach, Jim Harbaugh. So, long story short, we'll start there, then we'll go through the whole list, what we got planned today, some really cool stuff with the Lions, free agency. But I was told yesterday, $16 million a year was offered to Jim Harbaugh to go to Denver after that meeting he had 2 weeks ago, week and a half ago.
Mm-hmm.
$16 million. What held it up? He wanted full control of player personnel. Okay? They moved on. They went after DeMeco Ryans. No chance they were getting him. Ended up with Sean Payton. Who was third on their list because of the draft capital they would have had to give up. Which they did. It's fine. Whatever. You can live with it.
It's so worth it, too. Yeah.
It's Sean Payton.
First and a second. You'll live with that.
So I'm excited. I'm happy. I think it's a great move. What does it mean for Michigan? I don't know. I don't know. I really don't. Look, Michigan fans, you feel the way you feel. I can't tell you how to feel. I can't. I can't tell you what to think of your coach. What I can tell you is you have an excellent head coach who is one of the best football coaches in the country. Fair?
Fair.
We gotta... Come on. We want to win national championships. We want to really compete. I don't need my coach committing and then taking another meeting within a week span. I don't get it. It doesn't look right. I'm not going to sit here and criticize it. What I am going to say, Jeff, it doesn't look right. I don't know what it means for U of M. I don't know what it means for Jim. But this is a joke, man. This is a joke. Have some respect. If you want a new deal and you want to raise, I think you've earned it. Back-to-back college football playoff appearances. 2 Big Ten championships. Insane. You're going to be one of the favorites this year to win the Big Ten, with Ohio State. Nobody else is going to be with you. It's just you two. Can we get a little bit of respect for the employer and for the fans and for the university? And I'm not saying Jim is going out of his way in some toxic way to, cause problems. If I was Jim, I would take those same meetings. Dude, I'm looking at my options. I didn't find what I wanted. I'm home.
Right.
But also, you have to think from the other side. Hey, what's going on here?
Yeah.
Are we just here?
Especially from the recruiting side of things, where kids are wondering, is this going to be an every year thing if I commit to Michigan? Am I going to have to worry if Jim won't be here the following year? It's a real thing.
Oh, man. Fish.
Yeah?
Today is not February 2nd, buddy.
Who said it was February 2nd?
Can you update our title, please? Thank you, buddy.
I see what you're doing there.
I love you. I can't help it. I can't help it. I love you so much. Jeff, what do you think?
Sean Payton, this move I like. It was probably as much.
I'll take blame for it though.
I love you.
I'll take blame for it though. You can take
only
blame
you and
for
I
it.
got it. Only you and I got it.
Well, you can still blame me though.
No. You're good.
Look
You're
at
good.
Fish. He's ready to just fall on a grenade for his teammates. But with this job, I do think it's the best
something
job.
I know how to do. So.
Say what you want about Russell Wilson. the Broncos have talent. Actually keep is like corner, for example. You have Patrick Surtain. They're going to get Javonte Williams back. Decent offensive line, a really good defense overall. And at least with Russell Wilson, you get a guy who's been proven he can win. Now, last year was the worst year of his career. But Sean Payton, every good coach has an ego. It is what it is. Sean Payton is looking at the situation going, yeah, I can fix Russell Wilson. Now, it's probably you're a little hesitant because he does have a enormous cap hit, and that's probably the biggest part of it. But with Sean Payton, it's the best job. He's looking at ownership. I think that's really important to someone like Sean, who really has his pick of the litter. He could have chose any job. That's probably why, there hasn't really been too many coaches hired, except for Carolina, who probably realized they aren't getting Sean Payton, so they went with Frank Reich. This is a good opportunity. I mean, it's tough because you're in a division. You're going to face Justin Herbert twice a year, Patrick Mahomes twice a year, and we'll see what the Las Vegas Raiders do, what quarterback they pick up. But it just goes to show that, say what you want about Russell Wilson and the Broncos this year, there's still a lot of talent on that roster, and I actually like this move. I think Sean Payton's too good of a coach to be an analyst. He still has a lot of good years left in him.
And he was a horrible analyst, if I'm honest.
He was not.
He was horrible.
And I guess analysts and having interviews, like breaking down the game, he's really good.
Well, of course, yeah.
Like going on Colin Cowherd, he's amazing. But yeah, as an analyst, you might not enjoy him. But he's too damn good not to be a head coach. That's the overall message here.
Look, he left New Orleans for a reason, right? He didn't want to go through a rebuild. He knew what his value was. No problem, right? Denver, he's got balls, man.
Yeah.
He's got
that
balls.
Division, man, is going to be a bloodbath.
And just so everybody knows, I'm not saying Sean Payton's a horrible analyst, but he's horrible on TV. What he says is amazing when he's being interviewed.
Right.
But when he's sitting up there talking at the desk about a game or at halftime or post-game, it's awful. He doesn't got it. No. No, God, no. Please, God, no. Please take the job. Thank you. Good. I don't want to see you on TV anymore. Tony Romo can leave too. Getting sick and tired of him.
Yeah, Tony Romo's getting a lot of heat.
Well, he's not leaving because he got paid.
He did get paid.
And his contract is long, so he's not leaving anytime soon.
I think.
What do you mean that look for?
For the Arizona job, I think the next domino to fall, I feel like it's going to be Brian Flores, and maybe I'm getting the wrong message on that, but that's one of the last head coaching jobs open, and I feel like Brian Flores would be a great fit in Arizona. So you got Payton, you got Frank Reich. The Colts are still interviewing a ton of people. Mike Kafka just interviewed for the Arizona Cardinals job. That'd be a great
9:30. We get to talk about one of my favorite hires. That's DeMeco Ryans to the Texans. Now, they got a lot of work to do. But man, salary cap, draft capital, and you finally have somebody in the building that everybody can buy into.
And wants to coach the Texans.
And with all due respect, I don't buy that stuff so much, but with all due respect to Lovie Smith and David Culley, when they were hired, it was, we didn't like any of our candidates, take the job for a year. We didn't like any of our candidates, Lovie Smith's the head coach. We'll fire him after a year. I don't think it's the best business model, or it's not even practical, really.
Right.
You want to invest in somebody that the whole building gets around. What has Dan Campbell done so well? Everybody's bought into him in the building. Took over a horrible culture. 3-13-1 his first year. Started 1-6, and still found a way to keep everybody bought in. Finished the season strong. Cool. You got to be able to sell yourself for now and the future as a head coach in the NFL.
Right.
You don't get the luxury, not many, of we're going to be patient. It's not how the NFL works. It's not how the NFL works at all. So I think it's a great hire for the Texans. We'll get to that at 9:30. 9:40, we'll play a game with Fish. 10 questions. Is it 10?
I mean, approximately.
Approximately 10, according to Fish.
Well, no,
questions that he has for me, and I can't wait.
I mean, we can make it 10. I just choose different websites that go down the list of excitement and hope they work out.
I know. We'll have a sign or pass free agency edition for the Detroit Lions. Would you sign or would you pass on this specific player? Fish, we'll let Jeff and I know who the player is. We will answer. Hendon Hooker coming up at 8:45. I swear, I'd even last 24 hours from the show yesterday.
Yeah.
But here we are talking about the quarterback position.
Senior Bowl, you're going to start seeing these.
Remember Malik Willis?
Yeah.
God help me. God help me. 9:15, why quarterbacks are a hot commodity and why the Lions could be in such a bad spot. And I think you're taking your current quarterback for granted. Why the Pro Bowl has become completely meaningless. I think we all know what the hell happened yesterday. And, of course, Saddiq Bey to the New York Knicks. I can't wait to talk about that one. Finally, something that's coming out in the news about the Pistons that makes sense to me. All right, so let's wrap up Sean Payton in Denver. I think we both agree, excellent hire, high upside. I really don't know what the floor is in Denver because how good that division is.
This is always the right hire, too. I mean, you look at the available candidates. You're looking for someone who could fix Russell Wilson, number one, a good offensive coach, but also someone who's experienced. You don't want to go the route of another coordinator.
That were available that had major success as head coaches prior in the NFL.
If I'm Denver?
If you're any team.
Well, let's just go with Denver and why they picked Sean Payton. I would have went either Sean or Jim Harbaugh.
Those are the two.
Only
those are the two with experience.
Yeah.
Been to Super Bowls.
Right.
Yeah, sign me up. Sign me up. Good hire. Good hire. Jim Harbaugh staying at Michigan apparently, so that's good, I guess. I don't know.
For now,
and I've defended this guy.
Yeah.
But I don't know what to say about the whole situation. I really don't. I really thought about this. Are we going to do this again next year? Or when the playoffs expand and then everybody gets in? God, this is going to be tough. Coming up next, the Pro Bowl. Jared Goff made the Pro Bowl. Amon-Ra St. Brown made the Pro Bowl. Penei Sewell made the Pro Bowl. Huh? Not bad, right?
I hate the Pro Bowl, but I like it when Lions make it.
Not bad. And then the quarterback who led the league in passing yards, touchdowns, and threw the fewest interceptions also made the Pro Bowl. I'll tell you who that is coming up next. But before we do, I got to tell you about my good friends over at Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men. Now, when I decide to stop looking like a zombie, that's exactly where I'll be going. Open 10 to 8, 7 days a week. Walk in anytime. No appointment necessary. They're awesome. Stylists will take care of you like they take care of me. So, get to a Lady Jane's near you. A Lady Jane's. It's wicked awesome.
The sports marketing agency would not be who we are without great community partners like Higuera Health and Carol Zaniga.
It's an awesome opportunity to partner with your organization. Higuera Health is a comprehensive behavioral health organization. We serve children through older adults with mental health, substance use, and developmental disabilities across Western Wayne counties, and really excited to now be in downriver communities as well. Give us a call at 734-458-4601.
You don't have to go to the beach, man. You don't have to get your butt crack full of sand. You just need a little chili peppers, man, to get that glowing beach chili peppers tan. Woo!
With 26 locations in the Metro Detroit area and more coming, Chili Peppers Tanning is where you'll find the cleanest salons in the D. Join the Pepper Club for the best deals on unlimited tanning. Head to chilipepperstanning.com.
You just need a little chili peppers, man.
Make sure it's seen and heard. Corner, jumper, tweet us, hop on the YouTube chat, slide in the DMS at Woodward Sports on all social media.
Join Big D Energy and Ermanni and Edwards for Matrix Home Solutions grand opening.
Yeah,
February 3rd, this Friday. We'll all be down there hanging out and having a great time. You're going to be able to win awesome prizes along with getting autographs from Fish, Braylon Edwards, and Darren McCarty. Matrix Home Solutions, the most professional in the business. What are you waiting for? An A+ rating on the Better Business Bureau. And I can't wait to be there Friday. Check them out, guys. We are back here on the Morning Woodward Show, live, woodwardsports.com, as always. Jeff? Tyler Huntley was the best quarterback in the AFC this year.
I'm sorry.
What?
Breaking news. Tom Brady's retiring from the NFL.
No, he didn't.
That's breaking. Yeah, I just checked. Want to make sure.
Confirmed.
It's confirmed. Marioff and Adam Schefter tweeted it as well. He put a video out. Is he retiring?
He did this last time.
Yeah, for now.
Because he did this last time. This is. I just wanted to. This is breaking news.
Okay. Wow.
I could get the video to Alex, and you could play it.
No. That's Wow.
Retiring, yeah.
Oh, good for him.
I mean, we say retired.
Go live your life.
He's got nothing to prove. Let's be real here. There's no reason for him to
Patrick Mahomes is already better than him, so, for whatever that's worth.
Jeez,
but I didn't say it. I'm just saying. So it's what I'm hearing.
He's more accomplished. Brady is way more accomplished.
I think we forget who Tom Brady was in his prime, but it's all good. Anyways.
No, he's a beast. Yeah,
look,
he's the GOAT.
Wow. Man, I feel old.
That's crazy.
Because my early memories of football were Tom Brady.
Yeah.
Michigan football.
Most of my memories were Tom Brady.
Michigan football and Tom Brady with the Patriots.
Yep. Through my lifetime.
Early memories.
I think there's like a crazy stat. I think 60% of my lifetime was like Tom Brady in the Super Bowl.
Oh, that is stupid.
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh my God, more.
Yeah,
you're
probably
22.
Yeah, probably more like 70-80% of Tom featured in the Super Bowl.
Tom's been in 10 Super Bowls.
Yeah,
so
7 rings.
10 or 11.
Less than 50.
Less than 50.
It's still amazing though. Holy hell,
that's ridiculous.
All right, good. Thank God. So I just publicly want to say this. Okay, this makes me so happy. One, congratulations to Tom. I hope he finds whatever he's looking for in retirement. Enjoy your kids. Enjoy your life. Yada, yada, yada. Cool? Great. Got that out of the way. Thank fucking God I don't have to listen to anybody on this network or anywhere else in the media talk about Tom Brady coming to Detroit. Thank you, God. Thank you, God. Thank you, God. Thank you, my God. Thank you.
Hold on. How long is this going to last? Because he did this last year. He retired. Then like 3 weeks later,
this is it. I'm pretty sure this is it.
Has to be, yeah.
Because he would have said that last year.
San Francisco convinces him to come out of retirement.
Okay.
Which I don't think is going to happen.
Okay.
I think he's trying to salvage his relationship with his kids and his family. I think it's a good move for him. I wish him nothing but the best.
Kind of already broken.
But thank God I don't have to hear anything about Tom Brady coming to Detroit. Maz, you can shut the hell up. I love you. Ryan, you shut the hell up. I love you.
What about Flannel Sam?
Flannel Sam, you shut the fuck up.
Oh, okay.
Love you. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. So, Tom Brady, again, greatest quarterback of my lifetime.
Up for Tom Brady.
The greatest football player, I think you could argue ever. The most accomplished for certain. But let's not forget the MVPs. Let's not forget the reign over the AFC he's had.
The Super Bowl MVPs.
The Super Bowl MVPs. Yeah. Leaving at it. He's had 3 Hall of Fame careers.
Yeah.
Pre-30, 30 to 38, 39 to 44, 45.
Yeah.
He's had 3 Hall of Fame careers. The early dynasty with the Patriots, the MVP Tom where he was carrying the Patriots with no wide receivers and no defense.
Yep.
I don't want to say no defense, but not the defense of old that we saw in the early 2000s.
Not really any receivers. I mean, you could say
that. Beat the Seahawks, beat the Falcons, won some Super Bowls there, and then, of course, goes and wins the Super Bowl in Tampa Bay. So he's won the AFC Championship, he's won the NFC Championship, he's won the Super Bowl on both sides, a total of 7. He basically owns all the records. Tom Brady is goated.
You think this answers the question? Who's the chef in the kitchen? Is it Belichick or is it Brady? Not that it takes anything away from Belichick, but that was the big thing when he left, and I feel like you've got kind of that answer.
I don't think so. I don't think I got the answer. I think whenever somebody gets into a divorce, there's always a winner in the short term.
Right.
But long term, who wins, right? And I think they both won. I think they both got what they wanted, right? Bill wanted to keep doing it his way, and Tom wanted to kind of just be
branch
himself.
Off.
And dude, I'm tired of being a yes man and being your guy and compensating for all your mistakes. I get it. Obviously, if you were to pick one over the other, you would probably take Tom Brady. But that's Bill Belichick.
No, still Bill Belichick.
It's tough. I don't like doing that. But
I think he's done, though. I don't see.
There's no chance
Tom comes back. And I know, watch this clip and view this in a couple months and he's back. But no. Watch, he'll probably take Sean Payton's spot as an analyst. If Sean going back to the NFL, and then Tom maybe has a future in broadcasting.
Well, he's on. You know what? He's got that Fox deal.
You know what?
Yep.
So.
And that's where Sean Payton was.
There was an awesome comment, and I thought of it, but I really want to agree. But, I mean, LT, you could make the case was the greatest football player ever.
Yeah.
You could make that case for Jim Brown. You could make that case for, I'm forgetting the running back's name. Played baseball.
Bo Jackson.
You can make the case for Deion Sanders. You can make a lot of cases for a lot of great people. They all did something different and special. But Tom is Tom, and he'll go down as the greatest quarterback of all time. He will. He'll go down as the greatest quarterback of all time, rightfully so. And thank God I don't have to hear about him going to Detroit or anywhere else for that matter, to be honest. It's kind of annoying.
No, it's great.
Thank goodness. Thank goodness. Tampa Bay, looking for a head coach?
Looking for
a quarterback?
Kyle Trask?
Looking for salary cap because they've invested in the defense and the offense and Mike Evans and Chris Godwin and everybody else on defense. Oh, they got? That's a rebuild. So you can chalk that one up. Next year we will have a new NFC South champion. That's a fact.
Could be Carolina.
Could be Carolina. Could be Atlanta. Could be New Orleans. I don't care. I just know it's not going to be the Buccaneers.
Probably be another 9-win division winner.
I wonder what that means for the other teams, or the other players on the team. Mike Evans, does he ask for a trade?
Yeah.
Does he go to a contender?
They could be heading into a complete rebuild.
Yeah, they're going to have to tear it apart.
Tear down, yeah.
Yeah. They did well, though. They got their Super Bowl. I'll never knock them.
That's what the biggest thing with teams that win Super Bowls, dude. If the Lions could win a Super Bowl, but then you're in a 3-4 year teardown, I will take that every day of the week and twice on Sunday. So the Buccaneers still won a Super Bowl, and you got it with Tom Brady.
7-time Super Bowl champion.
It's unbelievable.
He won a Super Bowl approximately every 2.7 years in the NFL. The Lions can't even win the division every 10.5 years. This guy got to the Super Bowl every 2.5 years. That is unbelievable. Unbelievable. What a legend. What a legend. Moving on, the Pro Bowl.
Oh, yeah.
Is, say it with me slowly, meaningless. The Pro Bowl is meaningless.
Stupid.
Nobody gives a fuck. And when you name Tyler Huntley to the Pro Bowl, it only drives a larger divide and a larger wedge between what the hell anything means anymore in the NFL. Nobody cares about the Pro Bowl. And for everybody boasting about Amon-Ra St. Brown and Penei Sewell and Jared Goff, nobody gives a fuck about the Pro Bowl. And I sure as hell don't.
Not to mention, it's not even the best players.
I don't even think it's an accomplishment that you show up as an alternate. I don't. I don't think it's, oh man, he's in the Pro Bowl. Sign me up. Woo! What does it mean? It means nothing.
Especially when Tyler Huntley made it playing in 6 games and he didn't even play well. Like 2 touchdowns, 3 interceptions. I know they got to the playoffs, but if he got it in 6 games...
I just feel like an old man.
How the hell?
I feel like I'm yelling about things that don't matter, but I swear to you, when I was younger, the Pro Bowl fucking mattered.
I know.
And now it doesn't.
And now you're going to look back at Tyler Huntley and see he had 2 touchdowns and 3 interceptions and see next to that season?
Pro Bowl.
Pro Bowl. And you're going to be like...
How many Pro Bowls did that guy make? I love when people use that argument.
Yeah, you know it's all pros, man.
Pro Bowl. It was a Pro Bowler. T.J. Hawkinson. He made a Pro Bowl. He made a Pro Bowl. Yeah, because 7 of the NFC tight ends either died, were shot, or injured, or in the Super Bowl. That's why he made it that year.
Yeah, a lot of quarterbacks being injured.
That was one of my favorite arguments.
I'll say if Lamar's healthy, he played in more games technically. So if we're going off of that, he should be in the Pro Bowl.
Yeah.
But Huntley, congratulations, buddy. It's an honor, especially for Huntley. He'll probably never make. I mean, let's be honest here. This is. We can say what we want about the Pro Bowl. This is like his big...
Tyler Huntley, a franchise quarterback?
No, hell no. Hell no.
I'm just being an ass.
Hell no.
Just being an ass.
But Jared Goff made it. So, like I said before, I don't care about the Pro Bowl, but not a bad thing when Lions make it. It's never a bad thing.
The Pro Bowl means nothing. It means
it's gotten to that
they
point,
can go there, have a good time.
It's so watered down. It's so watered down at this point.
It means nothing. It means nothing. What are you going to do? What are you going to do? We'll move on. When we get back, Saddiq Bey heading to the Knicks. Music to my ears, Jeff.
Yeah, who isn't heading to the Knicks every year?
Talk to me more about all of the things that could happen and start making it a reality, because I'm sick of watching the same product every night. We'll get to that coming up next, but before we do, Jeff, tell us about our good friends over at Cintron.
Well, guys, Cintron is an aspirational lifestyle beverage brand with a line of sparkling flavored energy beverages and premium bottled water. Cintron is fashionable, functional, and fun. If you're looking for premium ingredients, long-lasting energy, balanced hydration, essential vitamins, and great taste, Cintron is your top choice. Buy online at drinkcintron.com. Cintron is also available at Amazon.
What's a winter wonderland if you can't shop, eat, and play? Lucky for you, you can do it all at the Downtown Detroit Market, Cadillac Lodge, and the new winter version of the Monroe Street Midway, all located just across the street from Campus Martius Park. Find the fun at deckedoutdetroit.com.
3 NBA championships. Detroit fans were there. 11 Stanley Cups. Detroit fans were there. 4 World Series wins. Detroit fans were there. And that one Lions playoff win in 1991? Yeah, Detroit fans were there. Woodward Sports, where the fans are.
At Alta, uptime matters. Alta Equipment has everything you need to get the job done. If you have a big project coming up, Alta Rent has you covered. Call them today, 844-GO-TO-ALTA. That's 844-GO-TO-ALTA today.
All right, we're back here on the Morning Woodward Show, live, woodwardsports.com. Music to my ears. News I like to hear. Jeff, you can dive into it more. I'm just going to give you my simple answer to the news that Saddiq Bey could be heading to New York. They're interested. Take him. Take him. I don't want a note. I don't want to know where he's going to live. I don't even want to watch a game. I don't care. Take him. Take him from me. Now, what are the Pistons going to acquire? That to me is the odd part here. Because you did this deal in the offseason with the Knicks. Mm-hmm. That's where things get dicey. You did the deal. You brought over Kevin Knox.
Alec Burks and Nerlens Noel.
You did the whole ordeal. You can only stockpile so many draft picks.
Right.
Love Troy Weaver.
Right.
He's hit on multiple picks that nobody believed in. Saddiq, even to an extent. Mm-hmm. What was he, pick 17?
Yeah, he was the last pick of that first draft behind Isaiah and Killian. He was the last
He was the third
pick.
one taken from the
and he's probably the best player of the three.
100% the better player between the three. So, I believe in Troy, but these draft picks are only going to do so much. They really are. And when you talk to me about packaging up all these players, having the cap space to go out and eat a big contract and bring in a veteran, big-time player, or maybe two. I really thought Saddiq was one of those pieces that would lure a veteran player here. Mm-hmm. You trade him to New York, what do you get? A good bench player? And maybe a draft pick?
Yeah.
Maybe a few?
And that's not even enticing to me.
Yeah, the Knicks, I love the idea of trading Saddiq Bey. I don't love the idea of the Knicks. I'm not sure what I'm getting.
No, I think you're spot on. That's how I feel exactly. I mean, the Knicks are involved in a lot of different rumors. They're looking for wing depth, so they're looking at Saddiq Bey, even OG Anunoby from Toronto, even Josh Hart from the Portland Trailblazers. They're trying to acquire players. Now, you can be interested in Saddiq Bey, but what are you going to offer? And the two pieces for the Knicks that have been reported they're okay with moving on from, Cam Reddish, Evan Fournier. No thanks to either of those. So where does the conversation start? That's the question. I like how you put it. You're okay with trading Saddiq Bey, but the destination matters, because I don't know how interested I would be in draft picks. I think Saddiq Bey, if you're going to trade someone like Saddiq Bey, it's got to be in a package to go acquire a better player. That's in my opinion. I wouldn't dump a guy like Saddiq for scraps and some draft picks. That doesn't sound ideal. So it is reported the Knicks are interested. They're interested in a lot of players. And I think Saddiq Bey, the Villanova, you got Jalen Brunson, Villanova, Saddiq Bey, Villanova. Troy Weaver's made trades with Leon Rose before, like you said, in the offseason. You got Alec Burks and Nerlens Noel on draft night when you got Jalen Duren. But this just doesn't make sense to me. I mean, in the Knicks' favor, it's probably cheaper than OG Anunoby. I mean, OG Anunoby is going to be expensive, but I don't think trading Saddiq for scraps or a first-round pick. Shouldn't say scraps, but a first-round pick and a player, that makes no sense to me. Even if you get two
first-round picks, the Knicks go all in.
Yeah, I don't.
What are two first-round picks in the NBA draft? Nothing.
Yeah,
it's two lottery picks. Now we're talking business. The Knicks are going to the playoffs, dude. Knicks are going to the playoffs.
Right.
They're nowhere near pick 10, 8, 7, and even pick 8 and 10 aren't good. They aren't, historically. It's the top 3, 4, 5 picks, and then there's maybe one anomaly after that. Maybe one.
Yeah. And like I said, even if you get your picks back from the Knicks, I mean, okay, but still, Saddiq Bey I think he's a fine player. He's a good player. I think that's why teams are interested in him, obviously. I know on the Pistons it's an awkward fit, especially if you're keeping Bojan. You don't really know where Saddiq fits, and he hasn't really progressed as we hoped. A lot of inconsistencies with Saddiq. Still like him as a player, but in my opinion, he's too good to just trade to the Knicks for whatever, a first-round pick and a player. In my opinion, you're going to have a top 5 pick this year. Go out, try and see who's available in the offseason. Maybe you can turn Saddiq into a better player.
Call me crazy. Interrupt me at any time.
Yeah.
Say, Adam, you're a fucking idiot. You don't know what you're talking about. Whatever you feel is necessary, I'm ready for it, okay? But when you talk to me about $40 million, talk about trading Saddiq Bey, packaging up Killian Hayes or Isaiah Stewart or anybody, I don't care. Who are we acquiring, right? Do you believe in Duren as your starting
yeah, no
5?
question.
So he's the 5.
Yep.
For the future, we have no doubts.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so 2 players that came to mind, even after he signed his extension, Miles Turner, DeAndre Ayton, they're off the board based on this scenario, okay? Call me crazy. So what position am I looking for? I'm looking for a 4. I'm looking for a 3. Okay, well, who's really available that I can get? John Collins out of Atlanta? Well, aren't they trying to build something? I don't think we're going to be able to lure him to Detroit. And what would we give him? Saddiq Bey and a couple picks? I don't know.
Right.
Okay. This player I find very interesting, but his ball usage, too much for me. SGA. Out of Oklahoma City. That's a scoring guard. I think there's one thing this team is missing right now, a scorer, a pure scorer. Do I think Ivy can develop into one? Sure, but I think there's limitations. Yeah. Same with Cade. I don't think these are guys that can drop 30 a night. Snap of a finger. I don't. They're not that type of player. They are complete players. They can distribute. They can attack the basket. They can hit the occasional 3. And they have years ahead of them to develop. No problem. No problem at all. But you need a pure scorer. And are you going to get that at the 3 or the 4? I don't know.
Yeah.
So now you're looking at Oklahoma City, who they drafted Chet Holmgren, but they still find themselves really with no direction. And before they're going to have to pay him, do they dish him out for picks and players? And now you talk to me about moving Killian Hayes, a Saddiq Bey, and a draft pick? Okay. My ears are perking up. I don't love it. Because you know how I feel about Ivy and Cade. I think they should be the backcourt.
Yeah, those guys are going to be the
that's a whole different
bucket
problem.
getters. But to your point, I mean,
am I off?
No,
am I missing? Because I'm trying to find the players. Really, is really what this whole segment's about.
And it's hard because there hasn't been too much noise about big time players. Maybe Toronto, we'll see what they do with their core. But I mean, there hasn't been. You know, there isn't a Donovan Mitchell or Utah heading into a rebuild, at least at this point. That's where the offseason comes in. That's why I think if you're going to trade Saddiq, you wait till the offseason, you see what deals are on the table. You can't just trade, obviously, Saddiq for a great player or a top 15 player. But you could trade Saddiq and picks and other players for a better player. I just don't think trading Saddiq for a first-round pick, it doesn't move me. But, again, you trust Troy Weaver. And if he thinks this is the move, I didn't agree with, trading Jeremy for only a first-round pick in 2020. What was it, 2026? Flip that into Duren. So I don't want to say it'd be a bad trade. I just don't see what the Knicks can offer.
Would you trade Saddiq
besides our pick?
Would you trade Saddiq Bey?
Yeah.
Killian Hayes, the number 3, number 1, number 2 overall pick. Not number 1. I mean, you wouldn't trade number 1. But number 3, let's say you fell. Number 4. Mm-hmm. And a future 1 for SGA.
Yeah, that's a tough one.
Yeah, I think. But I can at least get you to think about it. I don't need a yes or no. I don't. But
if he was actually available,
so at least
the guy's
work with
bucket,
me because I want to find players that we can agree on. Come to Detroit, help take the team to the next level. You want to? I don't want to say go to dreamland, but you want to think about free agency. I've seen Charlie Villanueva get signed here. Mm-hmm. I've seen good role players get signed to be starters and fail. Ben Gordon, fail. I've seen him here.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not saying Robert Williams would fail here. But if you're going to ask him to give you 34 minutes a night, and be your starting 4? No, how I feel about that. Do I think he can give you 24, 28 minutes a night, coming off the bench, being a role player, hitting the occasional 3, playing great defense? Oh my goodness, that's what he does in Boston.
Mm-hmm.
Great player, very good player, very good. But I'm really trying to put this puzzle together, and I don't know where the pieces are. I feel like I got a lot. I have a top draft pick. I'm gonna have a lottery pick, probably top 2, top 3. Okay. Saddiq Bey, Killian Hayes, both have improved. No, I don't want to say Saddiq has improved, but Killian has improved this year. Saddiq, his market cap is kind of where it's at. Isaiah Stewart, energy, we call him Beef Stew, and everybody's happy. That's all great, but he's not really moving the needle for me.
Yeah.
My untradables are Bogdanovich, Cade, Ivy, and Duren, and everybody else can kick rocks. So how do I build a team around that? That's kind of where my head's at this morning.
And it's still an unfinished product. There's still plenty of work to do. I mean, we'll see what happens in the offseason. That's why I think Troy, when he waits, I know Pistons fans especially, when you're in a rebuild, trade deadline approaches, it's like, okay, trade this player. But in reality, you can wait till the offseason, and there'll still be deals on the table or before the draft. So you're not in
ended
a
up getting
rush.
Jalen Duren for it.
Right. So I'm not concerned. I think regardless, wherever Saddiq's traded to, I don't mind. If it's the Knicks, it's the Knicks. I just have to see what the deal looks like. I'd have to see what the Pistons would get in return, and then I could actually process it. But just seeing the Knicks, besides our pick, they don't really have anything intriguing on the roster. So you'd pretty much be trading Saddiq for assets. I don't want Cam Reddish. I don't want Evan Fournier. So we'll see what happens. But at the end of the day, I trust Troy. He's proven that. So
I understand, but you got to build a winner eventually.
Yeah.
Right? It's got to turn into results.
And their timeline is aligning. It's not. I don't think it's out of whack.
It's behind a year because Cade got hurt.
Of course.
I can't fix that. There's nothing. I can't criticize it. But when we talk about being patient, if you're starting 5 next year, it's Cade Cunningham, Bojan Bogdanovich, Jaden Ivey, Jalen Duren, and Isaiah Stewart. But you went and got a lot of role players.
Yeah.
You're lucky to make the plan. Lucky. I'm not confident in it.
That would be the goal, at least challenge for the plan.
But I don't think you got so much better. If you move, you need to be able to move off of Bey, Hayes, whoever you can. You got to go get a player.
And that's
now SGA. Excuse me. I think very unrealistic.
Yeah, he's not.
I think he will be shopped, but somebody will pay a king's ransom for it.
Yeah.
Will Troy? I don't think so. Okay. So who else? I brought up Ayton. I brought up Miles Turner. We all love Jalen Duren. I want to see him grow. I'm really not interested in bringing a bona fide 5.
No.
I think he's excellent for what he is. Great rim protector, offensive boards. He does it all.
Yeah.
Could he get better offensively? Sure. He's a rookie. I'm not killing the kid. He's 18 years old.
Right.
Or 19, excuse me. So, no problem there. But, damn it, I need some 3s and I need a 4. Not Marvin Bagley 4. Not a fake 4.
Yeah.
Not a guy who every 7th night will hit 40% from 3.
No, yeah, you want, and that's where the free agency class comes in. I mean, Grant Williams, Sean mentioned him yesterday. That's a great option. You're going to have OG Anunoby available. We'll see what happens there. There's still going to be guys available, so still some holes on this roster to fill out. But on top of that, you got players. Jaden Ivey in his second year. We expect him to improve. Cade coming back. We saw flashes of him at the beginning of the season. He looked excellent. There's still players that are going to get better. Jalen Duren as well. So you talk about what they're doing in free agency, but it's not just that. It's player development. How much better are these guys getting? And if they get as much better as we expect them to, then you're going to be fine. I think contending for the plan, I think, is very realistic. So I'm not stressed out. I saw the report. The Knicks are interested, but who are the Knicks not interested in is the question. I mean, they're going to be shopping all around this time of year. So we'll see. We'll see.
Okay, no problem. Honestly, that was, for me, I enjoyed that. I at least got a little more clarity.
Yeah.
And I look to you about this stuff because... look, I won't lie to you. I am very upset with the Pistons right now, so maybe a lot of the things I say are more frustration than reality.
And there's a lot of people like that. That's not just you.
But I'm looking. I spent the most amount of time I've ever spent on the Pistons probably since the draft, thinking of who they could get. And that list is short, man. It's a short list. You have to give up a lot. And if you land the number 1 overall pick, you're taking Victor Wembanyama.
Absolutely. And if you're at number 3,
then you got to just shut the hell up. I'm sorry. If you draft him, and that's your core 4, Jeff, I don't want to hear about the money. You don't get to bring in anybody other than role-playing vets. Because his development, Cade's development, Ivy's development take priority over everybody.
Absolutely.
Even over winning. And if they can't figure out how to win together, the whole thing is fucked, and it's a failure.
In free agency, you should be targeting wings, two-way wings, guys that can defend, guys that can shoot. You need some veterans in here, guys that will hold players accountable, help out who's ever coaching this basketball team, that can help them on the court. That's important. Right now, your best player, Bojan, is your worst defender. So it's hard for him to call guys out defensively. But we'll see. Plenty of money. And listen, for the draft, I'm watching a ton of guys for this upcoming draft. I'm excited for both the NFL and NBA. And, man, if you guys haven't caught Brandon Miller already out of Alabama, he's a stud. So there's some guys out there.
You're preparing for the fall, huh?
I'm so ready. This is what the season does to me. This is where I'm at. So.
Oh, God. All right, let's take a break. When we get back, Hendon Hooker spotted at the Senior Bowl. And now all the talk is, now watch out the NFL. Here comes Hendon Hooker.
He's a big guy, by the way. I always forget that. I see him in photos. The guy's humongous.
Oh.
But he had that brace on.
Yeah.
Jeez.
We'll have the conversation next. 9 o'clock, sign or pass. Detroit Lions free agent edition. We'll get to that and more coming up. But before we do, Jeff, our good friends over at Guardian Alarm.
It's a new year. Let Guardian Alarm offer you customized solutions from real experts. Their professional technicians take the time to recommend security and automation solutions specific to your needs. They also have 24/7 professional monitoring. You can call them any day or night. And know that a Guardian team member will stay on the phone with you for as long as you need. They also have technology backed by people. Your safety and security deserves technology that's been proven to work. And people who have been proven to care. Call 1-800-STAY-OUT for more information.
Love Woodward Sports? Love wearing clothes? Then you should be wearing Woodward Sports clothes. Check out our full line of merch at woodwardsports.com. Just click on Shop. We have all your favorite designs, like Dan Campbell kneecaps, Beverly Hills Golf, Woodward Golf, and of course, our own logoed out merchandise. Men, women, infants, kids all love Woodward Sports. Impress your friends. Impress your boss. Impress your dog. Buy Woodward Sports merch today.
Introducing the Planet Fitness Guide to getting that post-workout glow. Step 1. What's your why? More epic energy? Better sleep? Blow off steam? Step 2. Join Planet Fitness for just $10 a month and get moving in our clean and spacious clubs. Step 3. Bask in that post-workout glow. Join Planet Fitness today for just $10 a month.
Join today at any of the 50-plus Detroit area locations.
It's a great day to get some Centron in your life. Okay. There it is. Centron, here we go. Gotta grab the cranberry. Oh wait, it's 2 for $4. Gotta double up with the classic as well. Centron World, baby. Centron, available at select Kroger's, and if you wanna know how, go to @CentronWorld.com. You get dope like me. You know what? Why wait? Great taste, guaranteed.
We are the network for Detroit by Detroiters. Welcome to the Woodward Sports Network.
We're back here on the Morning Woodward Show live. WoodwardSports.com as always. Thank you to everybody joining us. 8:45 Wednesday morning. It's cold as hell.
Hey, if you thought today was Coito Friday, I was just telling you it's gonna be cold on Friday.
Well, I'll tell you what's awesome. Not cold, but awesome. That's Ryan Ermanni.
Yes, clap
and
it up.
And the team over at with Dr. Jason at Custom Health Centers. They've done a hell of a job with him. Down over 26 pounds. I'm shocked. It actually works. And I recommended my brother. He's a week in. We'll see how he does. He's already down 5 pounds.
Nice.
So I'm not sure if it's water weight. We still have to wait and see, but he's doing well so far, and I'm excited, man. I'm excited. They do great work over there. So if you're looking to change your life, give Dr. Jason and his team a call, 844-789-8446. We're back here on the Morning Woodward Show. Hendon Hooker spotted at the Senior Bowl, brace and all, telling reporters the NFL will see an even better version of Hendon Hooker. I like the confidence. I love it. And I wish him all the best in the NFL, except in Detroit.
Really?
Yeah. I'm not spending a second-round pick.
No. What if it...
I'm not spending pick number 81 because that's where I'm probably going to have to take a kicker because I don't have a fourth-round pick unless I trade up in the fourth round to go get a kicker. I don't know what the hell is going to happen in this upcoming draft. All I know is Jake Moody is one of my priority ones. Who knows? Who knows? But no, I'm not interested. I'm not. Go get a veteran free agent if you want to, quote, quality backup to win you a game or two if Goff goes down. But Jared Goff has a history of not being hurt. And if Jared Goff goes down, your season's over. Just like if Justin Herbert goes down, your season's over. If Kirk Cousins goes down, the Vikings season is over. It doesn't matter who your backup is.
It's true.
You only get so far. So what the hell are we talking about?
But I'm not opposed, as much as I'm on the train of, Bryce Young or nothing if you're taking a quarterback in the first round. I'm not opposed to taking a quarterback late in the draft that you don't really have much expectations for that might have a higher upside. And I feel like out of all the guys available, Hendon Hooker, as I get he tore his ACL, and a big thing about him is his mobility, but still, he's got the arm talent, doesn't turn over the ball. He might even slip farther in the draft. It's intriguing. And the fact that he was caught, and Alex, I sent you a photo in our group chat, if you could put it up for me, him talking with Ray Agnew, Lions assistant general manager.
Yep.
For quite some time, it was reported. So, listen, at least they're doing their due diligence. I don't mind it. I don't think this is anything serious. Lions are going to talk with a lot of guys, but still, just the fact that they're conversating with them, at least they're interested. I wouldn't hate it if they took him, but I get what you're saying. There's probably going to be more valuable players, guys that can come in and play right away, especially on this defense at the 81st pick. But here you go. Here's the photo for people that are listening. Hendon Hooker next to Ray Agnew at the Senior Bowl. You see him with the leg brace on there. Yeah, he's every inch of 6'4", definitely. But I think late in the draft, it's worth it. I don't mind it, but if people are at the point where if you're not taking a quarterback in the first round, don't take one at all, it's fair, but I wouldn't hate it if you took a flyer on a guy like Hendon Hooker. I really wouldn't.
A flyer.
But it would kind of be the Lions' MO, right? He's injured. You're taking another guy with an ACL injury.
Look, you want to draft a quarterback this draft? I'm game. Just don't do it in the first 2 rounds. Just don't. Unless you're going to tell me you're taking him at number 6 overall. Not Hooker, but anybody.
Right.
But please, we don't have corners that can guard Jamal fucking Agnew, let alone some of the better receivers in the NFL. We need speed. We need cover corners. Right. This team needs a linebacker. It needs depth on the interior. It can't rely on Levi O hopefully recovering. It's not going to happen, you dumb fucks. It needs a lot on defense. The offense is fine. And you're not going to draft a quarterback that day one that will play at a higher level in this offense than Jared Goff. So if you want to draft one, even if it's Hendon Hooker, fine, no problem.
And you
no problem. Sit him for 2 fucking years for all I care. But don't make it the story of the draft as if I give a fuck. Draft a flyer, be my guest. I'm not going to tell you what to do with your life. All I know is I need a guard, I need an interior lineman, I need a linebacker, I need 2 corners. Now, you're going to draft them? Maybe not. Maybe go to free agency and get them. I don't know. We'll see what Brad Holmes says. But the idea of drafting a quarterback is so beyond me right now. It's so unnecessary.
If you're Brad Holmes and you're taking a quarterback late in the draft, who are the guys you're looking at?
Well, that doesn't matter to me. Late in the draft, we don't have a 4th round pick this year.
Correct.
So it's 5th round,
3rd round, or 5th round. Yeah.
A 3rd round quarterback, I'm open to. Don't mind it.
Mm-hmm.
Who's going to be available? I'm not interested in Max Duggan.
Yeah.
Hendon Hooker going to fall to the 3rd round probably. You want to take Hendon Hooker? Be my guest.
Yeah.
But I'm not losing sleep. Just don't draft a quarterback in the first 2 rounds, please.
And I think that's fair.
Go at talent. But if you're going to take a quarterback, this draft, in my opinion, it should be at number 6 overall.
And it's funny because you watch Tennessee this year, you see the connection with him.
He was phenomenal.
And Jalen Hyatt. I mean,
he was phenomenal. Don't get me wrong.
He could throw the deep ball.
Great. So can Anthony Richardson, apparently.
Well, he also had a 53% completion percentage. Hendon was like 70, but
look, guys, I'm not going to sit here and act like I know everything about quarterbacks. Okay, I don't. But quarterbacks is the most unproven science in life,
which is true.
You have a better chance of hitting the lottery than hitting a quarterback. Yeah. It is so difficult. But whether they're a first-round quarterback, now everybody says Jalen Hurts, you can get your quarterback in the second round. Notable second-round quarterbacks in my recent memory. Drew Brees? Anybody else? What, Drew Stanton? Or Dan Orlovsky?
Yeah.
Who?
Lamar was one pick away. And then you had Russell, who was a third-round pick. But
third-round pick. Dak, what, third or fourth?
Dak was fourth, I think, if I'm not mistaken. Somewhere around that area.
You have them. That's why you draft them late. There's no risk. If you take Hendon Hooker in the third-round draft, and he never plays a snap, nobody cares.
Right.
Nobody cares. But if you take him in the first round or the second round, everybody's got their eyes on him.
Yeah. That's why I don't have as much of an issue if you take him in the third round. I don't think he'll be there in the fifth round, but you never know. Maybe you could trade into the fourth round and get him, but regardless, taking him later in the draft, if he's there, taking a flyer on him, I have no issue with that.
I don't mind it.
I really don't.
You're gonna have a tough time selling me on a second round or a first round pick. For any quarterback right now. I don't think you're going to be in a position at 6 anyways, because Will Levis, Bryce Young, and Stroud will all be off the board in my opinion. So that's not even an option for you. So who is it? Anthony Richardson at 6? No. Anthony Richardson at 18? No. Anthony Richardson in the second round or Hendon Hooker? No. You know, everyone talks about Jalen Hurts and how he's a running quarterback. No, he's not. He's a pass-first quarterback.
Yeah.
And go look at the numbers. Now, he drops back. He throws the football. He slings it around everywhere. High completion percentage. Very accurate thrower. Doesn't throw interceptions. Now, he's a passer. And you know what? It's not that he has women around him, but just go look at him. He's polished. Easy guy to root for. Easy to put your arm around. Easy to trust. If I had to give him a $50 million contract tomorrow, I would. And I wouldn't lose a single day of sleep. Not one. Because I trust him. He's composed, well-raised. I don't have to question his character. I know he's going to be the first and the last one in the building. I know he's going to take command of my locker room. I know he's going to lead the men in my locker room. I know he's never going to give me fits. I can say all that about Jalen Hurts right now. So we talk about the running court. No. Running quarterbacks, it's Lamar and Justin Fields right now. Those are the two. Josh Allen, I have a whole different problem with him. That's just a fundamental issue. He needs to stop running. He needs to stand in the pocket and go win football games. Because he's not going to last. He's going to turn into Big Ben sooner than Big Ben turned into Big Ben. And that's not good. So he's got to cut it down. Hurts, mostly at the red zone. That's why he has 13 touchdowns on the ground. It's not like they're calling quarterback runs on 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line. That's not how it works. Watch the games and figure it out. Justin Fields, Lamar Jackson, I'm going to avoid that. Jalen Hurts, I'll bring out the Brinks truck for. Hendon Hooker, Anthony Richardson, all these guys. I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah, they could work out. They could not.
Sell me on a flyer, no problem.
Right.
It's not my priority.
And that's probably the difference with Anthony Richardson versus Hendon Hooker. It's not, Anthony Richardson, I think, is going to go high in the draft. I think there'll be a team interested in the potential of Anthony Richardson. But for me, Hendon Hooker is a guy that I think will be there. He will fall. And if the Lions were there, I wouldn't have a problem with it. But I'm with you. First or second round, I think that's got to go to building this defense, maybe finding a guard, even a running back I wouldn't hate. But, yeah, I wouldn't take a quarterback in the first two rounds. I just wouldn't.
Public Enemy says, Adam and Jeff, why do you think so many Lions fans want to replace Goff when he's been pretty good?
Because I think the narrative of Goff has gotten a little out of control. I think him, being traded from L.A., the label was already slapped on him as, which we do think he's a bridge quarterback. But they think that term is so, it's an insult to Jared Goff. It really isn't. I mean, a bridge quarterback, Jared Goff, to me, we've talked about it, can win playoff games, can even get to NFC Championship games, can get to a Super Bowl. He's proven it. Now, can he win the Super Bowl? Can he get you over the top? All those questions we don't even have to answer right now. Just get us to the promised land. Just get us into the playoffs. I think people look at Goff and they think he's mid, but then they see the year he had, and I think people have a hard time understanding that, yeah, he might be, middle of the pack in the entire league. He's still a quarterback that you can have success with. So I don't have an issue with Goff. I think the big thing for me is the salary. Right now it's fine, $30 million, but as we start going and he needs an extension, then we can start talking about if he's the future or not. But right now I have no problem with Goff.
I think the problem with everybody wanting to replace Goff is it's all hypothetical. Why would you want to replace a guy who over his last 10 games, 11 games, only threw 1 interception, threw 19 touchdowns? Why? What incentive do you have? You're bringing back the OC, run it back, and go win the North with him. And you want to throw him away at age 30 or age 31? Be my guest. I don't care. We all want nice things in life.
Right.
Sometimes you just have to wait for them. Would I love a franchise quarterback? Would I love to have Detroit's version of Justin Herbert or Josh Allen or Patrick Mahomes or, Adam, Joe Burrow?
Yeah, 100%.
I would love it. Love it. Oh, my God.
100%.
I would love it. It's not the reality for this team right now. It's not. Minnesota would love it. Tennessee would love it. So many teams in the NFL would love to have a quarterback like that. Guess what, motherfuckers? There's only a few of them. And typically every draft, you're lucky if one comes out and they're a top 10 quarterback in the NFL. Yeah. That's the average. One every draft comes out and they're phenomenal. Do I trust your GM to find us in the next year, 2, 3 years? Yeah, I do. 4 years even. And that's why I use the Alex Smith model. Get every ounce of football you can out of Jared Goff before you go all in, because your situation could be a lot worse if you miss on the quarterback, i.e., go to San Francisco, traded 3 first-round picks for Trey Lance. Boy, they fucking regret that one. And guess what? Their Super Bowl window, that was so wide open, now it's almost gone.
Brad Holmes said the same. It's much easier to downgrade.
To get worse than to get better at quarterback.
Absolutely.
And Jared Goff, I'm sorry. You gave him a top 15 defense down the stretch. He went 8-2, and the rest is history. Do I think you're a 15-2 team next year? Do I think you're 14-3 or 13-4? No. But don't tell me you can't win with him.
Oh, you can't.
The NFL is about winning, not fucking playing Madden and drafting a quarterback every year. And I'm gonna make him so good. That's not how it works, guys. It's not how it works.
Yeah.
Drafting a quarterback's hard. And if you're going to take one in the first or second round, you can't fuck up. You want me to even take this a step further? Go find me the GMs in the NFL that have been afforded the opportunity without winning, that have been able to draft 2 quarterbacks, and that have had success. Most recently, the Arizona GM. You know where he is? Sitting on his fucking ass at home.
And imagine the Eagles, too. Imagine if Jalen Hurts didn't work out. And
but that was a second round pick, high ceiling.
Yes.
Nobody really, it wasn't.
But still.
That was an excellent move in hindsight. But at the time, nobody was crying that they spent a second round pick on Jalen Hurts. When they were a 3-13-1 team, or what is it, 3-12-1, I believe. I don't know what the hell their record was the year before.
Mm-hmm.
And then he came on late in the year. And they started winning games.
Right. They gave him the reins, and he took it and ran with it.
Year 1, progressed in year 2, and then boom, what do you know? Year 3, they're in the Super Bowl. Unbelievable, fantastic accomplishment, good for the Eagles, but it says a lot about your organization. Go find me the GM who goes consecutive years drafting quarterbacks in the first or second round. They don't exist, because if you miss, you're done. Very rarely do you get afforded the opportunity, and I don't know why Detroit has to reach unless they believe. This is the only exception to the rule. If Brad Holmes believes Will Levis, Anthony Richardson, Hendon Hooker, Bryce Young, C.J. Stroud, anybody in this draft class, if Brad Holmes is sold on them being the franchise quarterback potentially for the future, I shut the hell up. I shut the hell up. I trust the GM. That's my guy. I'm going to ride with him. Having said that, very few GMs are afforded the opportunity to draft quarterbacks consecutively that early in the draft. There is no take a flyer in the first or second round.
Yeah.
With Jalen Hurts, it was a second-round quarterback on a bad team. There was only upside. And if he didn't work out, it's a second-round pick. But when you're a team that's looking to contend for the North, improve your defense, win the North maybe, win a playoff game, host a game at Ford Field, dare I say, you got a lot on the line right now. You don't want to regress. I don't understand it. I don't. But we got to go to break. Sign or pass, free agency edition, Detroit Lions coming up next. But before we go, Jeff, our good friends over at Big Boy.
Let me tell you about them. Wintertime in Detroit is always better with comfort foods from Big Boy. You can try the classic meatloaf or Cajun chicken Alfredo, but how about breakfast as well? The stuffed potato pancakes are back. The Lumberjack Santa Fe Garden or Blockbuster. Stop by your local Big Boy today.
Woodward Sports loves sports, and we also love to party. Join us for the big super party. Wait, we can't say super. We really can't say come join us at our super party on Sunday, February 12th from the only place that can handle a Woodward Sports super party. Well, our super party will be at Flight Club on Michigan Avenue in Inkster. Join us for a live pregame show and watch party with the crew. Enjoy a halftime buffet. DJs, the Woodward Sports family, and more entertainment. You don't want to miss the big game with Woodward Sports. Get there early. This event will reach capacity. Come celebrate the Lions season and enjoy the final game of the year in style. See you Super Sunday at Flight Club. At least the party will be uncensored.
And the Eagles are so much better than the Eagles.
When it comes to making your haircut truly an experience, there's no better place than Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men. Come to any one of our 26 Metro Detroit locations for an award-winning haircut experience and qualify for a chance to win a down payment for your dream home up to $200,000. Our precision haircut and talented stylists will have you looking good, feeling good, and give you a chance to change your life forever. Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men, open 7 days a week. Walk in anytime. It's wicked awesome.
The only sports network in Detroit that starts with a W. You know, because we win. Woodward Sports, Detroit's winning sports network.
Oh, why, hello there. It's time for the Monroe Street Minute at Bedrock Detroit. Go downtown. We went downtown this summer. It was a great time. We did. They have the winter edition now. Obviously, in summer they have the summer edition. This is the winter edition. Let's see. They got all the ice skating. Yep. They've got bumper cars. So maybe I can crash Adham into the side of the road. Bumper car edition. Not gonna hurt anyone. What else they have? Putt-putt. They have food. You can get some food. Maybe some chili.
They got some
hot
good
chocolate.
Food too.
All the ice fun in the world that you can have. So go now. What are you waiting for? Adham, we're going to go together, right?
Never.
Okay. Well, I was hoping you'd say yes. Anyways, Midway, Monroe, Midway, I'm losing my mind.
All right,
we're back. Detroit, Monroe Minute. What? I didn't know
Fish,
what.
I'll give you a 7 out of 10. That was pretty good.
That was good.
Not bad. Not bad for your first time.
Fish did that off the dome, too.
Not bad. Not bad. I'll give you credit.
Yeah. What do they call it? It's called Bedrock Detroit.
It's called Monroe Street
Monroe
Midway.
Street. All right, Monroe Street
Winter
Midway.
edition. Brought to you by our good friends over at
Bedrock Detroit. Yeah.
There you go.
Okay, I just don't know what the street is. It actually a street?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay.
All right, we're back.
Well, just
he's a perfectionist, man. He is.
Oh
God,
God,
we appreciate your Fish.
Oh God, we love you, Fish. All right, Fish.
Yes,
You're
sir.
Up. Sign or pass. Detroit Lions free agency edition. This is how the game works.
Yes, it is.
You bring up a player.
I will bring.
You ask Jeff and myself whether we would sign him or pass on him.
All right. Good morning, everybody. I believe we have 7 or 8 names that we are going to go through, and we're going to ask you simple questions. Sign them or don't sign them.
We're playing Brad Holmes. We got our Brad Holmes hat on.
Yeah, make sure you have your Brad Holmes hat on or your jacket or whatever you choose to wear. We're going to start with, let's see here. Let's start with Jamal Williams. Did pretty well for the Lions last year. Got a lot of touchdowns. Had some records in there of Barry Sanders-esque.
Yep.
Also had some key fumbles, especially in the first half of the season. So, gentlemen, Jamal Williams, sign him or you, bye. Well, see you later.
You sign him. You sign him. He's a leader on the team. I think he offers more than just production. Granted, I'm not the biggest fan of it, but it's important. It's important. As long as he's not RB1, I'm good.
Yeah, you got to retain pivotal players in terms of leadership, culture. Jamal does a lot of that, and you saw him on Good Morning Football. It's funny because he's on there and he's discussing next season like he's already signed.
That was a classic.
It's he doesn't even feel like a free agent. The fact that he's talking like that means he wants to return. Obviously, it's a place that wants him, and I don't think he'll be that expensive. I don't see Jamal commanding a big contract. So, with all that being said, Fish, to answer the question, I think me and Adam are both re-signed Jamal Williams for Brad Holmes. You got to bring him back.
All right, sounds great. Let's go on to number 2. This is DJ Chark. Did pretty well for the Lions last year. Would you sign him or just wave him away?
I'm gonna pass. I'm going to pass because I would rather spend that type of money. And remember, Chark was a 1-year, $10 million deal, right?
Yep.
If I'm given a 1-year, $10 million deal, I would love to do it on a veteran linebacker or a veteran corner, Jeff.
Yeah.
Just my 2 cents. So I'm going to pass on DJ Chark here.
Yeah.
Jameson Williams, Amon-Ra St. Brown, Josh Reynolds. There's enough there. There's enough.
And I'm curious, too, DJ, from his perspective, you take a flyer deal and you showed flashes. Now he was injured most of the season, which that was a big question mark for DJ coming in. But I wonder what kind of money he's going to be asking for and what teams would be willing to give him that. If the price isn't similar to last year, I would just pass. To your point, you need that money for other things, especially in free agency. You might be able to get a veteran linebacker or corner, but this is why you drafted Jameson, to groom him into taking that DJ Chark role. You still have Reynolds. You still have Khalif Raymond. Depending on the price, but if we're going off him wanting a long-term deal and a little more money, I'm going to say no. I'm going to say no. Lions do not re-sign DJ Chark, but you never know. We'll see what kind of money he asks for.
Okay. Go ahead, Fish.
All right, off to number 34, Alex Anzalone.
Oh, you could start with this one.
Ooh. Alex Anzalone. You bring him back. I don't think on a major deal. I don't think on a long-term deal. Maybe a 2-year contract. 3 at the most. But I can't not look at the production he gave you. 120-plus tackles. He was there. It wasn't impactful, but it was there. And if you're not going to go out and get a veteran linebacker in free agency, I'd rather keep a guy that was a captain on this team.
Right.
That, look, you know what, to his credit, during that 10-week run, he played pretty well. So, he's not the star of the show. He's not the leader on defense. But he plays a role. And I'm open to it. I think it's worth having him on the roster.
Yeah, I'm with you. And a lot of that has to do with the price. I don't think he's, again...
He won't cost much.
No, he's not going to cost much. You get linebacker depth. He was obviously the play caller last year. And actually pretty productive. Had a career season, led the team in tackles. I mean, he did a lot of different things. I know he's not everyone's favorite linebacker, but he gets the job done, and he's serviceable. So with Alex, I think if you're talking Alex versus DJ Chark, he's going to command significantly less money. And he say what you want about this linebacker core going into it. We called it the worst position on the team. And now after the season, it's the secondary. The linebacker core still, you're going to need to address it. But Anzalone, to me, he provides great depth. He provides veteran leadership. And he's one of those guys that I think Dan Campbell,
you got to draft
they
the
just
linebacker,
love,
I think.
You do, absolutely.
I think you still have to draft the linebacker.
Absolutely.
You need an athletic linebacker, one that can drop back into coverage, one that can attack the quarterback.
Yep.
Yes, fill your assignments, fill the gaps, hit the holes, sure, fine, all that great stuff. But cover linebackers who can take on a running back, who can take on a tight end, and do a damn good job. I think that's the biggest weakness of Anzalone and Malcolm Rodriguez, to be honest, is their pass coverage ability. So you're going to have to draft a linebacker in the second round, I think.
Yeah, I'm 100% with you. Overall, I would say yes.
Still keep him, though.
Bring back Anzalone. Would he be your best linebacker?
No,
hopefully not. But
don't need him to be.
Exactly. There you go.
All right, speaking of getting the job done, let's see if Amani Owarie gets the job done.
I can answer for Jeff.
Okay.
Can I speak for Jeff here? Jeff, do you mind?
You got to ask him.
Yes.
Do you mind?
Yes.
Get the fuck out of here. You and Jelani Tavai, I will pack your bags. Get out of here. You call me. Hey, Brad, this is Thomas. I am the agent for Amani Owarie. We are interested in talking to maybe coming back to Detroit. Hey, I'm sorry, you have the wrong number. Goodbye, bitch. Get the hell out of here.
This one to me is, you're looking at Amani Laurier this year. My God, he was bad. Like, beyond
Don't
bad.
justify it.
So bad that he wasn't even in the rotation late in the year. Well, a little bit at times, but he was in and out of the rotation all year. But man, he...
Just say no!
The thing I have is, with a bad secondary, how much money do you think Amani will ask for?
Nothing. I don't want him to, he can't play for this team if he played for free.
Listen.
No!
And I get it. Trust me. I'm not saying I love him, but...
Jeff, my mother could do a better job guarding Justin Jefferson than he could.
I was gonna say
my mother.
You're correct this year, but last year he was productive, so I don't know what to do. I'm gonna say yes if the money's right. I don't mind it because he doesn't have to play if he's bad, but if you can get back to a year ago before this season, you can play him.
Okay, maybe you run a charity. I'm running a fucking business.
No,
here,
I'm not running a charity. I'm not running the charity. But at the same time, I think people write people off for 1 year, and I get that. He was unbelievably bad. But
he was unbelievably bad in a 10-week stretch where we had the top pass rush in the NFL. Next.
All right. All right, from OHIO, it's John Kaminsky.
Ooh,
Mr. Kaminsky.
I like John. Very impactful. I think Lions fans in general appreciate him more than really most teams probably would even understand. He played such a significant role. I'm definitely going to be interested in re-signing him. What the money looks like, to be honest, I don't know. I don't. What I do know is the value, the production, the impact he brings to that defensive front. You need depth. You're still going to go acquire it in the draft, but boy, he's a guy, when healthy, watch out. I like him.
Yeah.
Very impactful. I'd resign him.
Yeah, more depth on their defensive line. And
never a bad thing. And it won't cost you much.
There you go. And another part of it is if you need him to play, he's shown that he can be not only just, he's not super productive, but he knows his job and he excels at it. He was a big part of the reason he played well in the Commanders game where Aiden had 3 sacks. So it's one of those guys that maybe not the stat sheet pops up, but if you watch the games, John Kaminsky has a consistent impact. So I would say yes, bring back John Kaminsky, and 99% of the chat agrees with that.
I like it.
Clearly a fan
What's
favorite.
next, Fish?
All right, played college at Alabama. It is Isaiah Buggs.
Ooh, Isaiah Buggs, another one. Jeff, you go first.
I would say yes, because you're looking at the defensive tackle position, Benito Jones, Isaiah Buggs. Yes, I would say for Buggs and the leadership he provided, a big reason, especially with that defensive line, a young defensive line, Buggs took a lot of that leadership role. He did his job. I don't think he's your starter when you're contending, but it's never going to hurt to have depth, and I think Buggs is a player that I would trust. You know, if you draft a defensive tackle and he struggles, you could put Buggs in there, and he can do the job. So I would say yes. I don't think he's going to ask for a lot of money. I don't.
Good. All right.
I'm gonna pass. I'm gonna pass on answering. I don't know. Honestly, I don't have the answer.
So undecided.
Undecided at the moment.
Okay.
I want to think it through a little bit more. I got to go back to the draft board and see.
Oh, we can't give it to the end of the segment. You got to take a couple days.
Yeah, I'll answer it next week. I got to go back to the draft board and look what's going on.
Okay, we'll try to
hold.
hold.
How I feel about this.
Okay, we'll try to hold you to that. All right, off we go to Texas, where he played college at Deshaun Elliott.
Ooh, Deshaun Elliott.
Jeff?
I would say yes, because
that's a lot of money.
That's the question, too, is if he's going to cost a lot, I wouldn't have a problem just having Kirby and Tracy back there, but I think Deshaun provided a lot of different things. He could play, he could be
versatile.
He could be like a sub linebacker. You could put him in a lot of different spots. He can guard tight ends. I like Deshaun Elliott. It just depends on the price. If he's cheap, yes, but if he's commanding top dollar, and I shouldn't say top dollar, but more than you're willing to pay him, then no. I would be okay with moving on from him.
He was just good.
Yeah, solid.
He had a solid rating across the board, cover, run defense, pass rush. Oh, he was just solid. I don't mind that. Now, what price does it come with? I don't know.
Right.
But if it's reasonable, I'm willing to keep him. Yes, I'd resign him.
Yeah, we agree there.
All right, Fish, is that it?
All right, we have one more. This is the final,
okay.
I don't know what you call it, question or pass or sign him. He was on the national championship winning University of Central Florida team, Mike Hughes.
Mike Hughes.
I like saying national champions, University of Central Florida.
Mike Hughes. I mean, you benched Jeff Okudah for this guy, so I'm going to say you keep him.
Yeah, just in case you need him to play again. I
just need him just to play over Jeff Okudah.
Yeah, depth at corner right now.
Oh, God. Honestly, no.
Depth
go
at
get
corner,
a veteran corner. Go draft one. Mike, solid. I think Aaron Glenn really likes him.
Right.
But Jeff Okudah is going to be on the roster next year no matter what.
Right.
So
it depends. Like if you let go of Amani Oruwariye, then I would say yes. So you have a little more depth. But if you re-sign Amani,
you're really pinching yourself here to try and go and get a veteran corner. It's going to be difficult.
Right. So in my opinion,
then you're going to draft a rookie, possibly Joey Porter or Christian Gonzalez,
so you'd have
or
Jeff
Kelly Ringo or Devon Witherspoon. Like that, they're cornerback 1 walking in that draft pick. Yeah. That's going to happen, hopefully. Okay.
Or maybe
Corner
the
2,
veteran you sign is...
The veteran. Corner 3, Jeff Okudah. Unless he gets benched from
and
Mike
then you
Hughes.
got Chase Lucas, Jerry Jacobs, and then one of these guys.
That's a difficult one.
Yeah.
That's a difficult one.
I'm in the middle with Mike Hughes. I could
live with it.
I know. I wouldn't be mad either
but
way.
I wouldn't lose sleep if he wasn't resigned.
Fair? We're in agreement there.
Fish, well done. Thank you so much, buddy.
Thank you.
We will take a break. When we get back, why quarterbacks are such a hot commodity and how the Lions could be a lot worse, and we'll compare situations. Coming up next, but before we do, Jeff, our good friends over at Swiss Insurance.
Be sure to check with Swiss Insurance for your commercial insurance review. Swiss can help make sure you have the proper coverage. Swiss Insurance, give them a shot and you won't be disappointed. Contact our friend Mark at SwissINS.com for more information.
By now you know me, Christina Gennari, as the obvious choice in real estate. And you know my website, soldchristina.com, as your #1 resource for buying or selling your home. Myself, along with my amazing staff, pride ourselves on making your home buying and selling experience a relaxing and easy one. Come see why we are the obvious choice. Christina Gennari at soldchristina.com, the obvious choice in real estate.
Can't get enough Woodward Sports content? Head over to woodwardsports.com right now for up-to-date sports articles and great entertainment news. We have the best writers, bloggers, and coverage all at your fingertips. Head to woodwardsports.com right now to experience all Woodward Sports has to offer.
The Monroe Street Midway, decked out all winter long. Shop, eat, and play downtown Detroit. What are you waiting for, huh? Winter bumper cars, puck putt, indoor arcades, foods and drinks, you name it, they've got it. All brought to you by our good friends over at Bedrock Detroit. We are back here on the Morning Woodward Show, live, woodwardsports.com. Jeff, I'm going to read you a few names, and you tell me if you would prefer them, and you have to take everything into consideration, okay?
Okay.
Ben Johnson, the offense, the offensive line, everything. The team, the trajectory, everything, okay? Recent performance, career performance, everything I want you to take into consideration here, okay? And you tell me if you would rather have these quarterbacks over Jared Goff. Are you ready to play this game, sir?
Why? Why do you say it like that?
All
yes,
right.
I am. I am ready to play.
Who do you want starting for the Detroit Lions next year? You have the option of any of these players.
What is this?
Jared Goff or Kirk Cousins.
Oh, you know
is
that
this your
answer.
game
Behind
show voice?
closed... Shut the hell up, Fish.
I'm going with Jared Goff.
Okay.
I think they're
No problem.
They're probably similar
Behind
rankings.
door number 2
But I'm going with
is a
Jared.
quarterback who's been to multiple title games, who's won playoff games, who's recently struggled with injuries, but due to fantastic coaching and arguably the best running back over the last 5 years has had success. Door number 2, Ryan Tannehill. Would you prefer him or Jared Goff?
Jared Goff. Yeah.
Door number 3, young, athletic, unproven in the NFL, potentially high upside, we don't know. Behind door number 3, Desmond Ridder.
I'm slamming that door shut.
All right, door number 4. I got more for you, buddy. Door number 4. Can we see what's behind door number 4?
Please
Hasn't
no.
started a game in the NFL. Will be starting for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers next year unless they go out and draft or sign a quarterback. Kyle Trask. Would you like Kyle Trask?
No.
Okay.
No, I'm passing.
Door number 5. Door number 5. He is currently in the rehabilitation center. Kyler Murray recovering off an ACL injury. Would you prefer him going into next season or Jared Goff?
Jared Goff.
I see. So Goff is 5 for 5 at the moment. Interesting.
Yeah.
All right. Door number 6.
Okay.
Proven quarterback in the NFL. Only will cost you $60 million to be the quarterback of your football team next year, Jeff. Behind door number 6, Aaron Rodgers. Can I get a yes or no?
I'm going to go with Jared Thomas Goff. Yeah.
So 6 for 6.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right now,
I'm going to get you. I'm going to get you one of these days. Behind door number 7. Door number 7 is a quarterback who has some upside, but unfortunately is always hurt. And that quarterback is Justin Fields. Would you prefer Justin Fields quarterbacking this team next year or Jared Goff?
Jared Thomas Goff.
7 for 7, huh? Is this where we're going?
Yeah.
All right, let me make it a little more difficult for you. Let me bring up an actual good quarterback, and let's see if you can make that decision. Behind door number 8, the choke artist himself, the man who's played for America's team now for 7 seasons, who has done dick with one of the most talented rosters in football. Behind door number 8, Dak Prescott. Would you prefer him or Jared Goff quarterbacking the Detroit Lions next season?
That's a tough... No, I'm just joking. No, Jared Goff. I'm shutting that door out.
8 for 8.
Yeah.
8 for 8. Very interesting. 7 of which are NFC quarterbacks. Interesting. Well, there's one more quarterback behind door number 9.
Oh, I can't wait.
Door number 9.
Who is it?
I think you're going to have to really pause here. It's your boy. Behind door number 9.
Don't do this to me.
Is a quarterback that may cost you, given if he gets franchise tagged, a few first-round picks. But he'll only cost you $45 million a year. And that's Lamar Jackson. Door number 9. Who would you want quarterbacking your team next season? Jared Goff or Lamar Jackson?
Why'd you gotta do
I
it?
knew you would think.
Why'd you gotta do
But
this
you
to me?
know what the answer is.
Shut up.
You know what the answer is.
Oh, the big thing is the salary. My God, $45 million. Oh.
And you have to give up pick number 6.
Oh, hell
and
no.
a future one.
No, I'm going with Goff. Yeah, no, I'm not trading for him and signing him. Sorry. Keeping those assets. And I love Lamar.
That's unfortunate.
And you know that.
Door number 9. I thought I almost had you. Well, door number 10. If I can't get you with this one, I don't think I'll get you at all. Door number 10. Arguably the most prestigious.
How do you have so many doors?
You got a big
You
house.
got a lot of doors.
You got a big house.
Yeah, you got a big house.
All right. Door number 10. Arguably the quarterback that I think you will lose sleep over if you don't have him. Excellent. Breathtaking. Strong arm. Mobile. Does it all. Next year, do you want him or Jared Goff as your quarterback behind door number 10? Who is it? Who is it? Who could it possibly be? Who could it be? None other than the one, the only,
don't build this up.
the exceptional, the unbelievable, the young, raw, talented, undeveloped quarterback who could change the fortune of your franchise, Zach Wilson.
Oh my!
Or Trey
God.
Lance. You pick. You get to have fucking both for all I care. Would you prefer them or Jared Goff?
Right now, probably Goff. Yeah. I'm not going into the next season with Zach Wilson and saying, let's go win the division.
All right, so I gave you 10 teams, 8 of which were from the NFC, 2 in the AFC. All right? I just went through a third of the league. And a third of the league has a worse quarterback situation than you do. And I didn't even consider New Orleans. I didn't even consider some of the teams in the NFC, like the Rams, who are going into probably the last year of Matthew Stafford, who you wouldn't want quarterbacking this team next year. You'd prefer Jared Goff. You'd prefer a lot of people And if I want to go to the AFC side, I can list you Kenny Pickett. I can list you Russell Wilson. I can list you a ton of quarterbacks. Derek Carr. I can list them all. And you're going to continue to say Jared Goff. And this is why I get frustrated. Because I have no incentive to do it. And I just gave you a third of the league that are currently looking to replace their quarterback. And yes, Dallas is thinking hard. Yes, they are. Minnesota thinking very hard about this. It's not easy. It's not easy not to have a quarterback. And I'm not saying Jared Goff is the franchise. I'm not saying Jared Goff is the future for 5-10 years. But what I'm telling you is it could be a lot worse. And for a team that showed so much promise down the stretch. For a quarterback who played at such a high level down the stretch. Who threw 19 touchdowns and 1 interception. Quarterback, to me, seems like the last thing I want to talk about right now. Unless you're selling me on the Lions taking 1 6th overall or trading up and getting their future. Or trading up from 18 to 10, I don't know. Or trading back from 6 to 10, I don't know. I don't. But whatever you're going to sell me on, it doesn't seem like priority.
No.
Priority to me, is corner. Linebacker. Interior. You go guard, you go tackle. On the defensive side. Guard on the offensive side. That's priority to me. You want to go sneak in a wide receiver in the 5th round? Go for it. I don't care. No problem. Quarterback, not a priority. Yeah. And it's a hot commodity in the NFL. And when you have one, you cherish them, even if they're not the greatest. Do I think you're going to win a Super Bowl with Jared Goff? We're not talking about Super Bowls in this town. Tom Brady has more wins in the Super Bowl than the Lions probably have playoff appearances. Like, come on.
It's true.
So, let's start with the fundamentals. Winning your division. Competing for it. Winning it 2 times in a 4-year span, 5-year span. That would be nice. Winning a playoff game. Hosting a playoff game. Getting to an NFC championship game. Let's start there. All of which Jared Goff has proven he can do. He's not my concern, Jeff.
No. Think of how many teams right now would love Jared Goff. I can name 3 off the top of my head.
You just gave 10. Yeah. That would take Jared Goff over their quarterbacks.
2 more. Imagine Carolina, New Orleans, like teams that want Jared Goff. It's funny. It really is. Jared's not the problem.
The least of your concerns.
Yeah.
Fair?
Right now, he's not the issue.
All right. I hope you had fun with that one.
I love the build-up.
When we get back,
full Bruce Buffer on all those.
When we get back, DeMeco Ryan's hired as the Houston Texans head coach, and this to me, my favorite hire of even more so than Sean Payton to Denver. Yeah. To me, this is the best hire. I'll explain why, and then at 9:41, Fish will ask me some questions, and I'm nervous to.
I mean, it's mainly for everyone, but.
You know what I mean.
Yeah. Well, I just want, everyone can answer.
Yeah. I get it, Fish. You're a good friend. Anyways, we're going to take a break. When we get back.
I appreciate you saying that, by the way. It means a lot.
Got you, buddy.
Before
we do, I got to tell you about Planet Fitness. Home of the judgment-free environment. Your fitness is essential. What are you waiting for? Sign up today. $10 a month. And now is the best time to join Planet Fitness. The gym has always been known for being clean and is now cleaner than ever. Has tons of equipment, full body workout in just 30 minutes, and the 30-minute circuit, and all memberships include fitness training. And you get all this for just $10 a month. So what are you waiting for? Sign up today by visiting planetfitness.com or one of their many Metro Detroit locations.
Woodward Sports loves sports, and we also love to party. Join us for the big super party. Wait, we can't say super. We really can't say. Come join us at our super party on Sunday, February 12th from the only place that can handle a Woodward Sports super party. Well, our super party will be at Flight Club on Michigan Avenue in Inkster. Join us for a live pregame show and watch party with the crew. Enjoy a halftime buffet. DJs, the Woodward Sports family, and more entertainment. You don't want to miss the big game with Woodward Sports. Get there early. This event will reach capacity. Come celebrate the Lions season and enjoy the final game of the year in style. See you Super Sunday at Flight Club. At least the party will be uncensored.
And the Eagles are so much better than the Eagles.
at work, and at home. We're there with smarter security solutions, featuring complete automation with customized alerts and more. For over 90 years, we've been the company that's been counted on to protect what matters most, all with personalized service and care. Right now, for a limited time, receive a free video device plus free installation with a new home system. Guardian Alarm. We protect Michigan.
Woodward Avenue, the first paved road in America. Woodward Sports, the first sports network born in Detroit and made for Detroit.
Chili Pepper Tanning is where you'll find all the cleanest salons in the D with spotless, sanitized rooms and trained and certified tanning professionals. You can join the Pepper Club for all the best deals. They'll beat all competitors by $5. ChiliPepperTanning.com. Hottest bulbs, hottest deals, darkest tans, your vitamin D headquarters, 27 locations and more on the way.
Chili Peppers Tan.
All right, we're back here on the Morning Woodward Show live, 9:31, Wednesday morning. It's cold as hell, and I hope you're all warm and safe. But we got to talk about DeMeco Ryans getting hired as the head coach of the Houston Texans. Said it from day one. You don't interview anybody.
Yeah.
You call DeMeco Ryans and you give him a 6-year contract and you tell him fix it. And I would even consider moving off the GM, but they decided not to. No problem. They gave him a 6-year contract. And out of all the hires, this to me was not the feel good, but it makes sense.
Yeah.
The Texans for the last 2 years have failed to hire coaches that you can build a culture around, that you can build a football team around, and now suddenly overnight that defense just got better. They'll be better coached.
Yep.
They'll be more disciplined. Maybe not talent-wise, but they'll definitely be better. Okay, good. I don't have to worry about that. Can we draft Bryce Young, please? Okay, cool. Let's draft our quarterback. Let's draft wide receivers. We have a ton of picks. We have 6 picks in the first 3 rounds. We're going to draft a quarterback. We're going to draft a wide receiver. We're going to draft an offensive lineman. We're going to draft players on defense that fit the mold that DeMeco Ryans sees for this football team. And we are going to get a lot better. And we probably will shock people next year when we win 6-7 games. That's what I think.
Mm-hmm.
I love the hire. I absolutely love it. I think his only downfall would be if they miss on the quarterback, which is such a hard thing to do.
Yeah.
Because look at Robert Saleh. He fixed that defense. He did it. What's holding him back?
The quarterback.
Your first draft, you had the number 2 overall pick. Doesn't that sound very familiar? What did Houston have this year? The number 2 overall pick.
Both defensive coordinators for the 49ers, too. Yeah.
You draft Zach Wilson. He doesn't work out. Your job's on the line. Robert Saleh this year on the clock. DeMeco Ryans, you draft a quarterback at 2.
And it's a hit?
It has to work. It has to work. You have to do everything you can to make it work. Because if it works, you are going to win the division 3 times in the next 7-8 years. Because you need somebody to go toe-to-toe with Trevor Lawrence. Mm-hmm. Because he's the quarterback of that division. And you're picking number 2 overall, find your guy. Whether it's Stroud, Young, I don't care who it is. Find him. And please don't miss. Because I think DeMeco Ryans is a very good hire for them.
I agree. I think this made the most sense from the very beginning. We mentioned DeMeco in Houston. Makes the most sense. You want somebody who could come in, change the culture, be the voice of reason at least, and a coach that you're not going to fire after a year. I think that's the big thing for Houston. You fired Coley, you fired Lovie Smith, now you got your guy. And he's going to be here for the near future. This is a great hire. Obviously, we know the connection he has. I think his wife's from Houston. He played in Houston. He was a team captain, big part of their defense when he played. And now he gets to go back to Houston. And again, it's a great hire. He's probably going to pull some staff members from the 49ers as his OC in D.C. We'll see what he does. But you're right on the quarterback. That's the next big thing is who do you take at number 2? And it should be Bryce Young. I think we can all agree talent-wise it should be Bryce Young. But do you think his size will hold them back a little bit? Because you see 6 foot, probably friendly 6 foot. He's probably more like 5'11" and a half, and he's about $170. Those worries, because to your point, you cannot miss this draft pick. It's going to be hard to come back from that if Bryce doesn't turn out to be the guy you expect, or he can't stay healthy, or whatever the case may be. I have confidence he will, but that's the next big step for this team right now. You have 6 picks, like you said, in the first 3 rounds. You got to get your quarterback. I think Houston, as bad of a situation it's been the last 2 years, with all the draft capital they have and the upcoming money they have, it's a great situation, I think, especially for DeMeco. I think this makes the most sense. Similar to what I said about Sean Payton in Denver, it's exactly what Denver needed. This is exactly what Houston needed. So makes the most sense. I think he's going to do good things, especially in that division. I don't think it's too far off that DeMeco is going to be
it's really only
contending
the Jags.
for that division. Yeah.
The Titans, I don't know what their future is.
Right.
Because in a league that really revolves around your quarterback, really only the Jaguars have that in the division. And the Texans this year have an opportunity to get theirs.
And I think as much as people can say whatever you want about C.J. Stroud, I think there's a real chance that Bryce falls a little in the draft. Maybe he goes with the Colts. If you're picking at 2 and you're the team, we'll see what Chicago does. Maybe a team trades up. But let's say you're sticking at 2, Chicago takes Jalen Carter. You're at 2, you can't mess this pick up. And if the size scares you that much, what would make them not want to go C.J. Stroud at number 2? He has the size and height. Say what you want about CJ and Ohio State quarterbacks. Like, that's the big convo for Houston now moving forward is what do they do at 2? Who do they take? And whoever they take, you're competing with Trevor Lawrence in your division. So that's a big part of it as well. So we'll see what happens. But I think Houston's going to be in the conversation over the next couple of years. I do. I love DeMeco. I think he's a hell of a coach. And similar to Dan Campbell, has those leadership traits that most teams look for, especially in a culture like Houston. And I think both sides, it's a perfect fit. And I think this is the job that DeMeco wanted the entire time. So it's a mutual respect, and I'm excited to see what he does in Houston.
As am I. We'll take a break. When we get back, Fish has got the questions lined up for myself, Jeff, in the room. I can't wait. But before we do, I got to tell you about my friends over at Cousins Maine Lobster. You see them on the TV wall. You're about to see them on the screen. Scan the QR code. Find out where the food trucks are, and go treat yourself to a beautiful lunch. Clam chowder soup. Lobster main roll. Ooh. My favorite, personal favorite, lobster tacos. My goodness, so good. So good. Excellent. Try them out. Cousins-MaineLobster.com. Let them know Woodward Sports sent you. Find the food trucks and treat yourself on a very cold day to some delicious seafood. We'll be back with Fish's questions.
As chilly weather approaches, Big Boy's got the perfect comfort meals for you. Try our hearty classic meatloaf or our creamy Cajun chicken Alfredo. These will be sure to leave you craving for more. How about breakfast? Our stuffed potato pancakes are back with our Lumberjack, Blockbuster, and Santa Fe Garden. These potato pancakes will definitely fill you up. Whether it's for breakfast, lunch, or dinner, come stock up on the perfect comfort meal today. We'll see you soon at Big Boy.
My name is Lee. I've lost 35 pounds on the Custom Health Center program. So the 3 biggest benefits that I've gotten from this program has been, I'm not snoring anymore, I have a lot of energy, it's great, and oh, by the way, look at this. No, I'm just kidding. No, I'm just kidding.
Call us at 844-789-THIN or visit CustomHealthCenters.com for a free consultation and get started for as little as $5 a day.
Get a shot up. This is for the win. All of Detroit's sports teams live on Woodward. All of Detroit's sports coverage lives on Woodward Sports. Driving the best in Detroit sports coverage.
All right, we're back here on the Morning Woodward Show live, woodwardsports.com. Thank you to everybody listening and watching this morning. As always, make sure you hit the like button on the video, of course. Make sure you're subscribed to our YouTube channel. And, of course,
membership.
If you can, if you're interested, you can sign up for memberships where you get access to a bunch of emotes, exclusive content in the near future, which we're very excited about. And you get to join, of course, our family. So we're excited. We're back. Fish,
yes,
now
sir.
It's about you.
Oh, boy.
You've had all week to figure this out.
Yeah.
What do you got for us, buddy?
All right, good morning, everybody. I've had 2 weeks now, missed last week, 2 weeks to scour the internets to figure out some questions to maybe stump you guys. They go anywhere from geographical questions to sports questions to riddles, common sense questions, what is it, pass or whatever. What stuff would you save? So we're just going to go through, we're going to have some fun, and everyone can answer. Wes Farr will turn your mic on if you would like to answer any of these questions. Are you guys French fry fans?
I love French fries.
Okay, which type of potato would you save? The French fries, like the normal shoestring French fries, the McDonald's French fries, curly fries, potato fries, or waffle fries? You have to pick one.
If my preference?
Yeah, you have to pick one.
You said curly fries, waffle fries, or what?
French fries, just the shoestring French fries, the ones you get at McDonald's.
I'll take the shoestring. I'm rocking with the
You're
old.
passing on waffle fries?
Waffle fries are good. Chick-fil-A waffle fries are great, but yeah, I'm going shoestring there.
Just give me regular fries.
Oh,
curly fries are
okay.
stupid.
Curly fries are stupid.
Curly fries are overrated. They really are.
Okay.
Waffle fries, I'll give you. Those are fine.
Those are pretty good.
Curly fries are overrated. Disgusting.
Wow.
What else?
That's a little mean. Let's do a Michigan question. Okay, this is really easy. I hope you get this. If you don't, this may define your career, honestly. What city, or what name? Yeah, what city is known as the Motor City?
Are you serious?
Yeah, well, I just wanted to know if you get this.
Next question, you dickhead.
Imagine Adam just like, wait.
I just wanted to. I was just hoping you'd know what this is.
Shut the hell up and go to the next question.
Okay.
I'm not even going to acknowledge that. Don't even acknowledge it.
Little Rock.
You're not.
Arkansas.
Shut the hell up, Jeff.
It is, of course, Detroit, Michigan. Which,
Damn.
Oh, thanks.
Wow.
I know, shocker.
Surprise.
This might stump you guys. Kyrie Irving, he's a basketball player. Some don't like him, some hate him for both off the court and on the court antics. But what country, because he plays, I'll give you a hint, plays for a different country.
I know
nationally,
this.
what country is he from?
It's Australia. Kyrie? It's Australia.
Kyrie Irving, yes, sir.
I thought Ben Johnson was Ben Simmons.
Yeah, Kyrie, I think if I'm not mistaken, he was born there and then left early.
He played for Team USA.
Yeah, but he was invited to play also for Team Australia, but he's probably like, good, I'm going to play with USA.
Yeah, so he's born in Australia.
He was born in Australia. He was.
No wonder he's so fucked up. All right, next.
Well, you know that from the soccer world, you can change your country you play for based on your grandparents or your sister, or your uncle, your family members. It's very weird.
Next question.
I bet you liked typing up that question too.
Come on, Fish. I need some spicy
okay,
ones.
so this is like a riddle.
Okay.
One of the riddles that I found that you guys might actually get. How could a man go 8 days without sleep? I can say it slow if you'd like. How could a man go 8 days without sleep? It's a riddle, so you got to think of it. That's why I said it slow. I can repeat if you like.
Yeah, I don't know.
How could a man go 8 days without sleep? It's a riddle.
Cocaine?
I mean, maybe it could help you
I'm not
doing
good at
something.
riddles, man. I have no idea.
I don't know, Fish. Give us the answer.
By sleeping during the nighttime.
Oh my God.
What?
How can a man go 8 days?
Oh my God.
Days without
That's
sleep.
so stupid. That is so stupid.
It's a good one, though.
These are part of like the common sense area, so I had to like
clearly
draw
I'm lacking
through them.
in it. Next one.
That's why we picked it up. Okay, this is probably another easy one, but knowing you might not know what it is. How many days are in February during a leap year? Do you know what a leap year is?
How many days in February?
Yeah.
Isn't it 29?
During a leap year. So yes, 29 during a leap year.
30. 1.
No,
30.
it's 29. I thought it's one extra day.
28.
No, 28 is the normal amount.
29.
29, ding ding ding.
What the fuck? Tell me I'm right. What the hell?
He's like, yeah, but I'm like, wait, so he's wrong? Okay, I don't know.
Adam knew it.
I'm bad.
Good for you.
I'm bad at this, dude.
All right, next one.
Let's go back to Michigan.
Oh God.
This should be something you should know, I'd hope. And you might yell at me. What's the capital of Michigan?
Come on.
Fish, you gotta hit me with something different,
well-
buddy. We might not do this segment next week. I need good questions.
You want a stumper one? You want what you're gonna what the
I
F
want
is this?
good questions. I want difficult ones.
Well, okay.
That's an easy
How
one.
many Great Lakes does the Michigan border? Does Michigan border? See, I told you you're gonna hate this one.
We did this last time, you dickhead.
It's worded differently.
I don't care.
He said to the border. Of
I
Michigan.
don't care. 4, right? Or 3?
Yeah, I was gonna say 4.
No, it's 3, right?
I don't know.
Michigan. I don't give a shit.
Fish,
Next.
what's the answer? What's the answer to the Great Lakes one?
I'll give you the answer.
Fish doesn't even know.
It's 3 or 4. I don't know.
I just went with 4.
Can we move
Fish,
on?
do you have the answer?
Yeah, it's 4.
You fuckhead.
Yes. All right.
Move on.
I'm bouncing back. Here we go.
Some of these Michigan ones are not the easiest ones.
Jesus Christ, Fish. I swear to God, we're not doing this next week.
You don't seem very prepared
Which state
for this,
does?
Fish.
Well, they're all like in a bowl of questions. Which state does Michigan not border?
Wait.
What?
What?
Which state does Michigan not? So you got Michigan, right?
Yes.
You have state, and state.
Yes.
What state do they not border? Indiana, Illinois, or Ohio?
It's Illinois.
You got to give us like a okay. So you gave
I
us
give you
a
multiple
multiple
choice.
choice.
Something fun.
Well, I'm trying to give you something fun.
Not fucking geography class.
Well,
as if I give a fuck.
Let me go back to this one. This is. Do you like?
Fuck Illinois.
Do you like food and drinks?
Sure, go for it.
What's the rarest M&M color?
I don't know. Brown. Yes. Let's
Wow.
go. Let's go, baby.
There we go.
All right. I don't know why I know that. Don't ask.
No, I don't want to know why you know that. I don't want to know why. Moving on, Fish. What else? You got any sports ones?
Right. Yeah, you want some sports ones?
Yeah, this is some sports
Here we
ones.
go. Well, you would know
Are you
that
Googling
one. That's
questions? What are you
easy.
doing right now? Why are you taking so long?
I'm gonna kill Fish.
Didn't you have these questions prepared?
I thought I did. I guess not. I mean, I've got like 55 tabs. Adam actually can hack into my computer right now. I guess he can't.
Alex comes in with the stray.
Well, no, I've got like 59.
seriously.
I've got 59 websites open, but some of the common sense ones were all riddles.
Come on, Fish.
Like some of this one is like some of these are stupid. Like how can you lift an elephant with one hand? Like how is that a common sense question that people know?
I don't know. Just ask. Hit us with something.
God damn you, Fish.
I don't care.
Another question
care what it
sometime
is.
today.
All right, we're
Well,
out. We're
done?
moving on.
No, give
We're
one
done.
more.
No, we're
Come
done.
on, Fish. Shot
Some
clock.
of
Give
these
us
are
one.
stupid questions.
Come on, Fish. You got 10 seconds.
Come on.
Who is the patron of Saint Ireland? Patron
My
of Saint-
fucking balls. Moving on. We're going to break. When we get back,
That's
mailbag
an easy
time.
one, 'cause
We're
it's
done
the
with this
holiday.
shit. We're done.
It's the
My
holiday.
balls are whatever the hell question you. That's the answer. My balls. Moving on. We're going to take a break. When we get back, mailbag time. Get your questions in the chat. Jeff and I will answer them as always. Fish, F.
I should have more of these ones.
Horrible.
Yeah,
Jesus
you failed
Christ.
that test.
I don't want to see you Googling shit. You come with 10 questions next time.
What am I supposed to ask you? I want to come up
Jesus
with
Christ,
creative
what a waste
questions.
of 9 minutes. Moving on.
I got
We'll
the
be
brown
back
one,
from
though.
break. We'll go to mailbag.
I should have done the bar food
I'm so
one.
disappointed in you. Jeff, tell everybody at home about our good friends over at the Sports Marketing Agency.
Oh, after that segment,
It's the
I'm going to
pressure.
need SMA. I need help, and they can
I need
provide that.
cocaine.
The Sports Marketing Agency helps spread awareness about mental health and substance abuse. Their new podcast, This is the S Word, helps fight the stigma about seeking help. If you or someone you know is struggling, for example, like Adam, with other things, call thesportsma.com. Visit their website for more information.
Love Woodward Sports? Love wearing clothes? Then you should be wearing Woodward Sports clothes. Check out our full line of merch at woodwardsports.com. Just click on Shop. We have all your favorite designs, like Dan Campbell kneecaps, Beverly Hills Golf, Woodward Golf, and of course, our own logoed out merchandise. Men, women, infants, kids all love Woodward Sports. Impress your friends. Impress your boss. Impress your dog. Buy Woodward Sports merch today.
Introducing the Planet Fitness Guide to getting that post-workout glow. Step 1. What's your why? More epic energy? Better sleep? Blow off steam? Step 2. Join Planet Fitness for just $10 a month and get moving in our clean and spacious clubs. Step 3. Bask in that post-workout glow. Join Planet Fitness today for just $10 a month.
Join today at any of the 50-plus Detroit area locations.
We don't like to brag that we are the toughest sports network in Detroit, but we do have a guy named Darren McCarty on our side.
Lemieux and McCarty, who've had a good knockdown drag up. There they go, right on the whistle. They were talking to one another.
Woodward Sports.
Bowling Warehouse in Ham Traffic. Is he home? Are the original football bowling game 2 to play for $12, the unlimited open play, or you can pay $120 for a lane reservation for up to 10 people. $2 mystery beer machine, full bar. Check it all out. FoldingWarehouse.com.
All right, we're back here on the Morning Woodward Show, live, woodwardsports.com as always. Adam, Beydoun, Jeff, Iafrate, and then there's Fish.
Hi.
So we'll get to mailbag. Question for Adam and Jeff. Who would be your top 3 candidates to replace Dwayne Casey for the coach of the Pistons?
I'm going to take some time in the offseason and really dig into it. Right now, just off the top of my head, I mean, I think Ime Udoka is going to be at least in that conversation. I don't know if he's going to be the move, but
He's not on my list until he gets punishment. I know he got fired, but there has to be a suspension.
You're talking good.
I need to know what I'm getting into. I don't want to hire him, and then I find out he's out for half the season.
But I think a younger former player is the mold I'm looking for. So take
Chauncey
that however
Billups?
you want. Yeah, process that however
Portland
you
right
want.
now?
But kind of like listen, my dream coach would be Chauncey. He's not available, but someone of that stature would be awesome to help these guys, to help groom them. But we'll see. I'll give you more of a clear answer as the offseason approaches.
All right. Jack Johnson asks, question for Adam and Jeff. How long do you extend Goff? Jack, you don't. He's got 2 years remaining on his contract. I will talk about that next year.
Yeah.
I'm not entertaining any extension for Jared Goff at the moment. There's no need to. Paying him $30 million. Let's see how the season goes, and we'll move on from there.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Here's what we can do. Who do you think will be the head coach of the Cardinals?
I'm going Brian Flores. I think he's the best available to me. So if I'm Arizona, he fits. Again, we're talking about coaches that check boxes. If you're Arizona, leadership, check. Guy who's proven he can win 10 games, check. Guy who's going to hold Kyler Murray accountable, check.
I think you need an adult. I know Mike Kafka just interviewed, but
Kafka would be fine, but I would rather get a proven.
I think it wouldn't work.
Yeah.
I don't think you can bring in a young offensive guy to go in and fix that problem.
No,
locker room.
You
need
someone
an adult in the room.
Yep.
I think Brian Flores would be a good hire.
Absolutely.
All right, what else we got here?
Mailbag.
Thoughts on the Lions? Okay, go ahead.
I was going to say it's Jamal Williams' question. If Jamal Williams is looking for a 3-year deal, would you still sign him given how quickly running backs can decline in the NFL? 3-year deal.
I wouldn't give him 3 years.
Yeah, I don't know about 3. Maybe 2 would be probably the max I'd give him. Another 2-year deal. He's, almost, 28 years old, if I'm not mistaken. So it'll get you till he's 30.
You're buying him more for his leadership than for his production. Right. And he had less than 4 yards a carry. So it's not like he's some quality back that might fall off. He's not running much, even behind a very good O-line. So the touchdowns are nice. That's all great, but it's overrated.
Mailbag, is Tampa going to trade into the top 5 for a pick?
Who knows? And if they want to give us 4 first-round picks, we'll trade. We'll
what do they
trade
pick right now? That's
Tampa?
Yeah.
Like 17 or 18.
So
not 18. Sorry, that's us. I think 17, 19, 20, 21.
They pick 19.
There you go.
So, yeah, if you want to trade into the top 5, got a lot of picks you're going to have to give up there. Or players.
All right, can you guys do a March Madness tournament for subscribers? Ooh.
Great idea.
Great idea, Zach. We'll look into it. We'll definitely look into it.
I'm pretty sure we did that last year, didn't we?
I think it was open to everybody, though.
Oh, you're talking just...
Yeah, because we gave away a bunch of prizes.
Yeah, subscribers, yeah.
We'll do something. We'll see. What should the Lions do with the right guard position in Big V? Jeff? I'll let you answer that
Cut
one.
Big V. I think that you're moving on with that. Maybe you draft a guard, you sign a guard. There's probably going to be some good. If you want, it depends what direction they want to go. If you want a guard on a rookie deal that you think has potential that could play with the rest of the offensive line, then go take him. But if there's one available that you think could just plug and play that won't be expensive, do that. But yeah, overall, I'm moving on from Big V.
All right, thoughts on Trey Edmonds?
Thoughts on Trey Edmonds?
I don't think he's coming here.
No, he's not coming here, but he's a great
re-signing.
Player. Yeah,
I'm pretty sure they're re-signing him.
Yeah, I don't see him being available, but you never know. Great player, though. Music, nope, you already asked that. The rumors should start swirling around Rodgers to San Francisco. Yes or no? I don't see how that makes. Given his cap hit, it's unbelievable, dude. I mean, with the team that has currently
Tom Brady's
constructed,
off the market, I'm looking at Derek Carr. Can't believe I'm really considering Jimmy Garoppolo, but again, these guys all get hurt, and I need somebody I can rely on.
Right.
To me, that's Derek Carr right now at the moment. He's the guy that's available that you go get if you're the Niners.
Mailbag, do you think Brady would be a good commentator? No, we talked about this. I don't think a commentator.
Not play-by-play. He's not being paid to do that, though. He's an analyst. He's on the desk. He's a character.
He would be great at that. He's funny. Knowledgeable.
He is hilarious.
Yeah, he would be great.
Tom would be excellent.
An analyst.
What is the biggest free agent the Lions are looking at?
It's got to be a corner.
It's got to be a corner. I'll give you position. I'm not going to give you a name.
Yeah.
I'll give you a position. It's got to be corner.
Because we're going to do all that. They're all highlight
You can't
players.
roll out 3 corners that are 24 years old or less.
Right.
You're going to get torn apart. You need somebody there that can hold everybody accountable, especially with communication. Give me a veteran corner. Adam, who are you inviting to your Super Bowl party? Nobody. I'm a pretty private guy, to be honest.
Not even
with you.
Fish?
Nope. Fuck Fish.
Fish, how do you feel?
Fish pissed me off today.
Fish, how do you feel about that?
Very upset with you.
It doesn't faze me.
You pulled you today.
Way.
You were as bad as Matt Patricia was. That's how bad that segment was.
Fair enough.
That was Matt Patricia-esque.
Okay.
It's pretty bad.
I just go offensive coordinator elsewhere. That's all I do.
You just move on like Matt, right?
Yeah. Just show them what I've got, and then hopefully not get fired from them.
God.
It's so funny seeing all the fish emotes in the chat.
Oh, the fish emotes are the best.
And I saw mine too. God,
yeah,
I love
the bald one.
I love it.
Huh.
I love it.
My favorite to this day is Maz. The Maz emote to me is the best one.
It'll always be the best one.
All right. Brady wouldn't make a great coach. Yeah, tough to say. Tough to say. Who knows?
There's I don't think...
But I don't think he would ever want to be a coach. I think he's done with the NFL. He's made way too much money. Usually, you just don't see quarterbacks transition into being head coaches.
Right.
I mean, I don't want to say that. I mean, there are examples, so I don't want to say it definitively, but quarterbacks that have had the success he had, Peyton Manning, Drew Brees,
all-time great quarterbacks.
They don't typically stick around in the NFL to coach, and they have this drive.
Right.
Very rare.
I think one that, probably won't coach, but I think would be a great coach is Drew Brees. Because the man just can motivate an entire locker room. But we'll see. Those guys I don't think have any interest in coaching, to be honest with you.
All right. Let's see what else we got here. Where is the Terry Foster one? Terry, it should be in there, no? Was it removed?
Oh, boy.
You got to talk to the team. I don't like that. I want the Terry Foster emote. Damn it. Mailbag thoughts on ESPN wanting to do a 30 for 30 for Matt Millen.
I did see that.
That's real?
Why?
Wait, that's real?
Yeah.
I think so, yeah.
Why? Why? Honestly, what are you going to accomplish, ESPN, huh? You're just going to remind everybody that we drafted 3 straight years of receivers, huh? You're going to remind everybody that Matt Millen and William Clay had no idea what the fuck they were doing?
I'm actually kind of intrigued.
God. I don't want to watch it. I will watch it, but I don't want to see it be made.
You'll just be pissed off watching the entire thing.
Who are you going to interview, huh? You're going to interview Woj and Terry and all these guys and get what? Oh yeah, back in the day, the Lions, man, they didn't know what they were doing.
Yeah, it's probably not
It's just an hour of how bad the Lions are. Not interested. Not interested. All right.
Can't believe that 30 for 30 on Matt Millen.
What excuses are people going to give Deion if he struggles at Colorado? I mean, they aren't going to rip his kid at quarterback. You know what?
I don't believe in that.
I don't know, Jesse.
They're not going to rip his kid at quarterback. I'll tell you who will rip his kid is Deion Sanders. People think he's going to cradle and coddle his son Shedeur. It's not like that at all. I mean, if you go and watch Deion,
I want to put my arm around Deion. I do.
I think
I want to give him a chance.
Yeah.
But to me, that has disaster written all over it if it doesn't go well early.
But it's not going to go well early. I mean,
well, it's not Jackson State
he's
where you're winning 13
out
games a year.
Right. He's in a Power 5.
I know. I'm just saying.
And they're cleaning out. They're pretty much doing an entire team swap. They're getting rid of every player pretty much that Colorado has.
And he's bringing players who weren't good enough to go play in D1.
Well, players that had offers at D1. Travis Hunter, the best corner in his class.
A few exceptions, yes.
Right.
And he's already landed a top 50 player, I think.
Yeah.
So we'll see. I'm excited to see what Deion does at Colorado. I just don't think we can honestly judge it until year 3.
Yeah. Like Booner said, he's taken over the worst Power 5 team, which is true. They were terrible last season, but he's also bringing in 5-star recruits. I think Deion will be fine. I'm excited, actually.
All right, well, that's it for us. Thank you guys so much. Appreciate you as always. You all have a great rest of your day. That chair just has insane backspin on it. Anyways, we're out of here. Fish, very disappointed.
Okay.
I expect a better performance next week.
Okay.
Alex, show up to work on time one of these days. Just, whenever you feel like it. Jeff, thank you as always. Fletcher, the man. We're out of here. Thank you guys so much. Have a blessed day. Stay safe. Stay warm. And we will see you tomorrow.
Happy Wednesday. Go watch soccer and basketball and hockey and all the sports. How do you not?